sad note, Leroy Gibbons, an entertainer, he has passed on. To his friends and relatives, I say to you, we love you all. Be strong, especially at this time. I want to thank my listeners, my guests. Thanks to my sponsors, the staff and management of Omega Radio. And thanks also to Pastor Boyne. Thank you very much, Pastor Boyne. And I want to leave you with this one. When donkey bray at you, you will know say it's a donkey. So guess what? Nobody turn around and bray back at the donkey. Because you know what? The donkey will get company, so don't do it. So when donkey bray at you.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
BMUL Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglapa Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BMUL Auto is 1 p.m.
The gateway for Jamaica's athletes to several international competitions, including the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan, opens from Thursday, June 26 to Sunday, June 29 for the J3A National Junior and Senior Championship, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Admission, finish area season tickets, $8,000. Daily, $1,000 to $3,000. Regular grandstand season tickets, $6,500. Daily, $1,000 to $2,500. Tickets go on sale at MysticOnlineTix.com. Starting June 11, the Pegasus Hotel and the Stadium Ticket Office. Starting Monday, June 23. The action will be sizzling.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome to another day here on the Sports Desk. The name is Orville.
Yeah, the name is Christopher Zidane Matthews. Good afternoon to the listeners.
I suppose the big news that is becoming a bigger news is that now names have been calling about 2 Jamaicans that have defected to Turkey. I won't call the names for obvious reasons, because at this stage it is still something that is alleged.
Well, there's a credible journalist who has reported it on his social media platform, so you can say it has been reported.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Has been reported.
Yeah. So it's Roger. It has been reported that Roger Stunner, shot put bronze medalist Regina Campbell, have completed their switch from allegiance to Turkey, according to consultant with the Turkish Sports Ministry, Odana Ozeblen, and Jamaica triple jumper is finalizing his switch as well.
Well, I tell you something that I did definitely know. I reached out to the hierarchy of the Jamaica Amateur Athletics Association, and I was told that they have not gotten any official correspondence from any Jamaican athlete requesting or suggesting a transfer. And I was sent some a part of a document that speaks directly to how this switching of allegiance goes. And I'll just read it quickly. In world athletics, athletes can change the country they represent, but it requires adherence to specific eligibility rules and a transfer of allegiance process. This involves completing the necessary paperwork, gaining approval from both the current and new member federations, and having the transfer documented by World Athletics. And it goes on to say, athletes must meet the eligibility rules of the new country and have a genuine, close, and established link to that country. The process typically involves downloading and completing that. The point that the J3's member was saying is that up to this point, they have not received any correspondence from anybody suggesting that they want a transfer, which is,
and based on the rules, they have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, I was reading a little bit more, and then not the J3, the IWF is pretty much saying that we don't want people to switch merely purely based off money. So you need to have some linked to the other country, whether you have a passport, you live there, or you have a residence there. And when I saw the statement saying they have completed the move, I was a bit confused.
Right, but then I tell you what, in following up the story now, somebody sent me that this is not new. Several, and I'm reading directly now, several high-profile Cuban athletes have defected over the years, often seeking greater professional opportunities abroad, and I got some names. Orlando Ortega, a world-class 110 meters hurdler who defected in 2013 and now competes for Spain. He won silver at the 2016 Rio Olympics under the Spanish flag. Yamin Aldams, a triple jumper who originally competed for Cuba, then represented Sudan and later Great Britain, even reaching the Olympic final in London 2012. Jordan Diaz, a rising star in the triple jump, he left Cuba in 2021 and now represents Spain. Since switching, he's broken national records and is a medal contender for Paris 2024. And there are other names, Yolanda Miss Aguilar and the Diaz. And the thing says these athletes don't just leave behind their national team, but a system that many have described as rigid or unsupportive. So the Cubans have done it and have moved on to represent other nations based on what we're reading here. So this could be a trend where the IWF going to have to start clamp down on. But so far, up to an hour and a half ago, the J3 officially had not received anything from these two field athletes regarding any paperwork towards them switching. So
yeah, and they have to be a part of the process.
Right. So yeah. Take it how you will, but that's the information.
Well, somebody's remembering that it's no longer IWF, it's World Athletics.
World Athletics.
Yes, indeed.
Old habits die hard. All right, so that is it. Anything else you want to that's there in the mix? The NBA Game 6 tonight. What else is there?
Well, there's a story going around, and I think the people in America and people who discuss sports and podcasts and these things must make a statue for LeBron James, because whenever LeBron James says anything, it blows up in this big discussion right across. LeBron James must be the most discussed athlete in all of American sports. LeBron James made an intelligent point, a solid point, and people get all up in their feelings and criticize the man and call him and all that. Listen, he doesn't know where this. I was wondering as well as a Jamaican why the Americans them saying the rings are the end all and be all of if I'm going to place you number one, that player number 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever I'm ranking a player versus a player. Ring is the end all and be all. And the man pretty much say him no agree with it, and it should not be like that, and he doesn't know where this culture come from, where because you have one, I have none, you're going to be ranked higher than me. And people, we have been saying this for years. It is ridiculous to use rings as your main criteria, even if it shouldn't be a criteria at all to place one player for another player. So that goes LeBron James, the basic stuff that the man has said, people.
I was following this, and I was so disappointed in some of the criticisms he's getting. I heard Steve Nay giving a long rant, for example, as well as two other American broadcasters. Say LeBron James, and I hear the Mad Dog, the man named called Mad Dog, saying it as well. That LeBron James, if he didn't realize the importance of rings, why then did he move chasing rings? And my response to that is that the fact that LeBron did it and doesn't mean he shouldn't ask why people.
Yes.
LeBron James
exactly why he did it.
LeBron James wants to be validated.
Yes.
And since this is the way to be validated, he went that route. It doesn't mean that I can't question
it. Why we are like that.
Why we are like that.
Because that's the exact reason why he did it.
For example, I know that there are some females in Jamaica. If you not have money, you won't get close. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, the woman I stay so. But I want to have money for the very reason.
Yes.
So me never understand why that was used against.
Yeah, man. Let me add to your example. So you're going to the club, people, you see these flashy, beautiful women, and you see certain man around them, and your boy, you say, why, me have to put in some work for drive Benz and them something I can buy any side. But you know, say, yeah, so why women are like that? No, why they don't like me for my personality and we could build and grow together. So even though you go out, go try hunt the money, if you get richer than money, if you buy anything in the club, to get these women, you still ask the question, why are certain women, beautiful women like that?
I don't say, oh, me doing this the thing means I can't wonder why society.
Yes, like that.
Society is very material in the way that you're viewed. When I was a child in a people, it's good manners and them thing the people rated fine. Nowadays, we know it. And I wonder why the world is the way it is, but you know mean me not gonna try to be part of the world in that sense. So I never understand the criticism against LeBron in that sense. Anyway, always stay on I'll start. We take the first one. All right, hello.
Orville, yeah, evoke the name of Christopher Russo.
Christopher Russo.
You know who that is?
No.
The mad puppy, man.
Oh, Mad Dog. I name so. Yeah.
That's the goat. My goat.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Zidane, hey, you know it's a good day when you call Mad Dog name on a show, you forget it. That come like you call Diego name, or you call Mahomes name, or you call Muhammad Ali name, or Shahada name. You know that?
Yeah, so you're right, man.
Like you might get it from a beating today in Orville. But hold on, let me think about it. Zidane, question to you.
Yeah.
A month and a half ago while appearing on the Pat McAfee show, right? LeBron James said he was still chasing Michael Jordan. What do you mean by that?
I don't remember him saying that, you know.
Yes, he did. No, man, don't try to run from it. He did.
No, man, but
he said maybe they asked him about his relationship with Jordan. And they said, I'm still active. I'm still chasing him. Our competitive whatever won't allow us to, but maybe one day when I'm done playing.
I don't remember hearing LeBron James saying it the way
Yes, sir. The man said he was still chasing Michael
I never heard. In 2016, LeBron James said when he won the NBA championship, he's this great.
This is hold on about.
I'm saying
a month ago.
But I'm saying I don't remember.
No,
what I'm no.
You lying.
No, in this well, listen, to Garvey, man. In this context, I'm saying. Give me a chance. Garvey, give me a chance, no. In this context, when I say I don't remember him saying that, I'm saying I don't believe you. I was just trying to be nice. I don't believe that LeBron James said that.
Oh,
I don't believe you.
Oh, you don't believe him?
I don't believe you. No, I don't believe you that he said that.
I don't get what you're saying.
No, I'm saying you're lying. LeBron James did not say it the way you're saying it.
So I'm lying.
Yes. Since you want me to say it straight. But that's why I put it up.
So in the on tape.
And I'm saying I listened to the tape and I didn't hear that.
So they didn't. When they asked him about his relationship with Michael Jordan, what did he say?
He never said he said he's still playing, so maybe when he's finished playing, then he can try to have a
he's still chasing.
No, he never said that, my boss.
Zidane.
I don't remember.
No matter with the disingenuous thing.
Anyways, what's the point I'm making?
So what was he in with? Now he comes out and says he's using his total points and stuff to say he has surpassed MJ. So in which way did he mean he was chasing MJ? This man is, hey, Zidane, let me tell you what I'm telling you.
What was that related to him talking about the ring culture?
Yes, let me tell you, he's changing the goalpost. Let me tell you what the man is doing to that.
What is wrong with Garvey?
Hold on, boss. Hold on. When he made that statement, he never get booted from the playoffs, you know. So the charade was saying could have still win more rings. What's going on? Now that he's booted from the playoffs, and the reality setting said more than likely he ain't going to win no more rings. He's changing the criteria for goat shit now. He's telling the rest of us. He never said of the world.
He never said anything about. Hold on. In the comments he made, he said anything about goat ship.
So what you think he's worried about, Zidane? You think he's worried about?
He's not worried about anything, my boss. He's not worried about anything because
Zidane. So why is he making?
Garvey, why we can't have a conversation on the radio? He mentioned people like Steve Nash and Allen. No, but I'm saying he mentioned. No, I'm giving facts now. He mentioned people like Charles Barkley.
No, but you start the conversation with a lie.
Give me a chance now.
And twist it around and say me lie.
No. I'm saying you're not understanding the thing, my boss. He mentioned Charles Barkley and Steve Nash and Allen Iverson, and he's saying that some people believe that some other men are ahead of these people because they have one ring or maybe two rings and they have none.
But he gave no examples. This is my problem with LeBron. You see, if LeBron did say, all right, look at Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is still, all right, let's both agree here, Zidane. Charles Barkley is still considered a top 25 player all time, right? Right?
I don't know about that, but go on.
Of course he is. Come on, Zidane, he was in the top 50 all time, wasn't he? And he was in the top 25. Don't do that, Zidane. Don't do that.
No, I don't know if Charles Barkley is top 25 all time, no, my boy.
Zidane, not do that, man.
What about the point? That is not the point. I don't think Charles Barkley is top 25.
Zidane. Here is the point.
Yes.
You and LeBron James reason the same way. Him said, oh, why Charles Barkley, why never call a name and say, why is such and such a greater player than Charles Barkley? If you look at it, blah, 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 and make a case, him cannot make a case say Charles Barkley is greater than Magic Johnson. Him can't make it say greater than nobody who's considered ahead of Charles Barkley. Him, LeBron James cannot make. He's just making grandiose statements.
Let me ask you a question, Gabi. You don't believe that there's a serious ring culture in America, my boss, where it is the end all and be all of how we're going to rank you?
No, it's not the end all of the
It is, Gavi, because Karl Malone has never been discussed in a top 10 of all time.
Right.
Listen to me, don't Gavi, remember the point now, boss. If you had beaten Michael Jordan twice, give me a chance to my boss, man.
Tell me not.
Listen, brother. Why don't you listen, my boss? I'm saying to you, if Karl Malone had beaten Michael Jordan in back-to-back finals, 97-98, Karl Malone would be seen as a top 10 player of all time. Yes, he would have 2 rings.
No, you mean?
That is exactly the point. That is exactly the man point. That is exactly. No. He didn't have to do nothing else. Hana said could have do something else.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
That is exactly the man point. Thank you for making the point.
Please, let me repeat Orville.
Hold on, I give you a minute after that.
Hold the line, man. Hold the line, Gavi, man. That is exactly the man point. If the man had won 2 rings, they would have said my top 10 all time. There's a ring culture, my boss. End all and be all where you rate people. It's a joke. We're coming back.
And now we have Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. Now, Mr. Mac, we've been hearing a lot of good things about the Three Angels Pharmacy. What is it that makes the Three Angels Pharmacy so unique?
Well, you know, at Three Angels Pharmacy, we offer fast, friendly, and efficient customer service. We give back to our community. We offer counseling, blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks. We do photocopying, printing, faxes. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. For further information, call us at 625-5584 or 295-7469. Three Angels Pharmacy, located at shop number 7, Caledonia Plaza, 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Jamaica! It's time for Make a Move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition. Creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Gavi.
Yeah, all right, Zidane.
We're going to give you 1 minute.
Yeah, man, let me help you, Zidane. Now just relax, calm down, and understand and learn, right? Now you said, if Karl Malone had beaten, if the Jazz had beaten the Bulls in those 2 finals, then Karl Malone would be a greater player. Absolutely right.
I never said any such thing, my boss. I'm saying you people out there.
Yes.
Would rate him in the
what
top
would have
10.
happened? Yes. But hold on, boss, don't interrupt. Here what would have happened for that to happen, Orville. You see, the end of those games that we have on tape now, Orville, where Michael Jordan is out playing Karl Malone, the very opposite of that would have happened. Karl Malone could not have won back-to-back rings by depending on Jeff Hornacek to outplay Michael Jordan down the stretch and him hide in the corner. Hold on, boss. It would have meant that instead of Michael Jordan stripping the ball from him in game 6 and going down, he would have made the winning plays down the stretch. So in people's mind, people would have seen that Karl Malone down the stretch outplayed Michael Jordan twice.
We have to leave it there,
Gav.
Gav.
Deserves to be top 10.
Gav, we leave it.
Ring culture.
Hey, Orville, one last thing.
Yes,
if you want to know about sports, continue listening to that man, Christopher Russo, okay?
Yeah, man, cool. Here's my thing with the ring culture in the USA. I don't know that the ring culture is as rigid as LeBron James said it was. People feel that you must have a ring to be part of the GOAT conversation. That is a fact. But I don't know that I would go as far as to say because a man have 2 and a man have 1, them rate the man we have 2 more than him. Because LeBron James has 4 titles and is rated ahead of a whole lot of people with more titles than him. Enough have 6, enough have 5, one man have 11. So I don't know it is as rigid as more rings, greater ratings. Because LeBron, by most standard, even by the willfully perverse people in the US, have him top 3, top 5. Some I say is neck and neck with Jordan, and he doesn't have as many rings as some other people. So I don't think the culture is as defined as more rings, more ratings. But I do think the culture says no rings, no conversation about being in the book.
Are any serious top 10 of all time?
Good.
Yeah.
But where LeBron was saying once you have more than a man, you are rated ahead of the man. No, LeBron himself is a perfect example why that is not necessarily the case. Anyway, how is it? We go back online. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. 615-2841. That's 615-2841. Or 676-6968. That's 676-6968. Call through. And I know a lot of people, it's only 2 lines, people. So I know I get a lot of complaints right after the program that we tried. They have a screenshot the call log to show that they tried multiple times. So sometimes when somebody's on, it's difficult. But when once a year the person comes out, they can try the 615-2841. That's 615 or 676-6968 and call through and get.
All right. So now the line is free.
Yeah, man.
615-2841. What we do now? We go back on. Hello. Yeah, Franco.
Hey, what's going on, my people?
Yeah, good afternoon, Franco.
This is Zidane. This is Zidane, man. I'm laughing.
You're laughing?
Man, why you had to come up with that crap, man? You just show up your little by yourself, man.
What crap is that?
What kind of crap you come up with, man? About what LeBron James said about ring, man.
But it's true.
What's wrong with
Let me give you an
man?
example, Franco.
I don't want to hear no example.
Please, may I beg you?
What's wrong with
Give me 5 seconds to give you an example, my boss. A couple of years ago, I said on this program that Nikola Jokic is the best offensive center of all time. Preacher came, Garvey came, G-Star came. Took off my head. Nikola Jokic won an NBA championship, doing the exact same things he were doing the year before. And G-Star and all of them start saying that you have a point, Zidane, you have a point. The ring when win, make them say you have a point. Nothing else, not in game. So it has a serious ring thing. And while G-Star and Garvey and Preacher are not Americans, because they follow the sport and it's an American sport, they follow in that narrative. Ring, nitpick with the ring thing. Isn't the man right?
Yeah, man. Man, I just got to laugh, man. Once you rate somebody, though, man, you rate the crap out of them, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What is up? Yeah, man. I heard you saying the other day, man. I have to laugh. Man, I heard you saying the other day, man, about that Nation League thing that Portugal won.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I have to agree with you, man.
Yes.
That's the same way I look at this Gold Cup thing, man. Just glorify friendly, man.
The Gold Cup.
Players to get some practice, man.
The Gold Cup?
Huh?
The Gold Cup? No, man, the Gold Cup, they're competitive. They take it serious.
I don't give a hoot who want to take it serious, man. I'm telling you about Franco, man. Give a hoot who want to take that crap serious, man.
It's a top CONCACAF.
World Cup is where my thing is at, man.
Okay.
Crap the Franco, man. I appreciate the little money the players, the team get to spend on.
It's not the biggest. It's not the biggest thing, but I hear some rumors that they're trying to see if they can bring CONCACAF and CONMEBOL together, which would be a good idea. So you could get some better football when it comes out to these sort of
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
Good exercise.
the CONCACAF kind of weak for
the
you.
World Cup.
The CONCACAF
Man,
World Cup kind
that's
of weak for
crap,
you.
the Franco, man. Yeah, man. Glorified friendly crap, man. Man. World Cup is where my thing is as far as football, man.
No,
World
man.
Cup.
Euro and Copa America too, top quality.
Man, please, man, trying to hear that crap, man. Not even that European, not even that South American thing, man. Yeah, but them South American, I got advice for them. How they play the qualifiers to qualify for the World Cup. Why, when they go to the World Cup, they don't play like that? Why they try to play European style football? You see how physical and stuff they is against when they play against one another, man.
But was Argentina very physical in the World Cup?
Huh?
Argentina was physical in the World Cup, man.
That's what, but yeah, that's an anomaly. I can't even say
anomaly.
Yeah, man, that's not all the time. Yeah, if they play like that every time they go, man, they be good. You see how they don't play the way they play when they qualify.
That's a fair point, but you have to bear in mind that the officiating might be very different in the World Cup. So maybe it's South American referees are refereeing the South American qualifiers. So maybe they allow some of the things that they allow the referees from maybe, because you might have a CONCACAF referee officiating an Argentina game, so they have to be careful of how physical they are. You understand? Yeah.
I hear you, man, but I don't think so, man. I think it's just the hatred they got for each other. That just come out naturally when they play each other, man. When they play against other people, man, they get all soft, man. I don't know, man. But you think it's gonna end tonight, Zidane?
Well, it's looking that way because the superstar, well, let's say he's not a superstar, but the star point guard for Indiana Pacers is either he's going to be out or he's going to be limping through the night. So
wow, that's a
going to be tough
story, man.
Yes. It appears that he's struggling to make it tonight.
If he's struggling, man, it's going to end, man. I was hoping to go to 7, but since I hear
it will be nice.
Wow, it's going to
But guess what? The best big man in the series, Pascal Siakam, he maybe can come with a monster night tonight.
Yeah, that won't help them, man. It's a sad story, man. But this guy, the same guy that got injured, man, did he really took 6 shots, went 0 for 6 and only had 4 points, 4 free throws?
4 free throws. He was awful.
Wow. Who the heck they think they're going to beat? Oh, my. Man, I bet he go 0 for 13, man. He can't go 0 for 6, man, in the NBA final, man. You got to keep shooting till you make it, man. Come on, man. You can't be one-dimensional like that. Every player have to can't score. You can't have no one. Sad story. They couldn't win that game like that. Then. But Orville, I want to say something to you real quick about the cricket. The 11th of July, man. That's my birthday. I'm going to be at Savannah Park, man, for that first day test, man. But listen, nice, man. I want to say something about that cricket, man. I hear a lot of people talking about it. The main problem, people, I don't hear nobody saying it much, but I'm not saying the only problem, but the main thing that's happening in West Indies cricket, people, is the money is not being shared up equally. India, Australia, and England gets the bulk of the money.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Well, that's one of the problems.
That's the main problem I see, man.
That's the main problem where Western is not good anymore?
No, not.
Oh.
No, man. You know why they ain't good, man. The passion dropped out the thing, man. It's not a. Man, I couldn't tell last I seen kids playing. I couldn't tell last I seen.
This is the passion dropped out the thing.
Growing up, man. Oh, my goodness, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't remember going anywhere seeing a kid playing wow, it's ridiculous what's going on nowadays, man. I don't know where they're going to get players from.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying the money is the main thing, because at least you have money. You have a chance to ignite the passion. I wonder if you get what I'm saying. Something for them to look forward to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think money may help a little bit, but it won't help all the way.
Yeah, because that's why a lot of the cricket, I don't know how New Zealand do it. They're doing good. Yeah. India and Australia and England, they're the ones that get, I think they get about 70-something or 60-something% of the money.
Some figure like that.
Yeah, man. We need that need a change, man. For real, man. That need a change, man. But anyway, man. Let me say, because I haven't seen it. Mike McCollum, the body snatcher, man. R.I.P., my bro, for real, yo. Man, that was a good division, man. That division, man, some grits come out of that division there, man.
Indeed.
Yeah, man.
Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran and Tommy Hitman Hearns.
Man, remember that fight between Lendl and Duran, man?
Yes.
Man, them had some classical fights back then, man. For real, yo. Anyway, yo, bless up. Yeah, hold up 1 second. What's going on with Big 12, man? I haven't heard nothing word about him, man.
Who's Big 12?
The heavyweight boxer, man, is training over in Canada from Jamaica, man.
Who's that?
Undefeated guy, man. See, Zidane, you don't know nothing about no sports.
But the man real name, man. You call the man Big 12, and then I say me don't know about sports.
Ricardo something. I think his name Ricardo. Ricardo something, I think.
I think he had gone up to North America to train, but I haven't heard nothing from him lately.
That's what I'm saying. When you're active, when he was active, I was hearing. If he's not active, that's why I'm worried. You get what I'm saying? Not hearing. If he was active, you'll be hearing something. You get what I'm saying? Am I right? You think I'm right?
Yes, you're right.
All right. Anyway, bless up. You have a good day. Bless
all right. Big up. Thanks for the call, Franco. All right. Break. We take a break. Also.
Yeah, today's just day. Today's Thursday. So hopefully we'll hook up with the great Jesse Blake when we come back on the other side.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega. You're listening to Omega.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Manchester City have been fined £1 million by the Premier League after repeatedly kicking off or restarting matches late last season. 9 of City's matches last season started or restarted late, with the longest delay coming before the second half of the Manchester derby on December 24, which resumed 2 minutes later than it was billed. The Premier League said Man City had accepted and apologized for the breaches, with the fines totaling £1 million. They have 14 days to pay. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
For all your genuine Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Mazda, Suzuki, and Subaru parts, visit Excel Auto Parts, the Auto Parts Hub, located at 95.5 Hagley Park Road. Opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call 923-2356-7 and 757-2357. Civil servants, come and take advantage of our 50% discount all year round. Once you visit Excel Auto, you will come back. Excel Auto Parts, your parts hub.
Jamaica. It's time for Make a Move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition. Creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
Just Bet! It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. All righty then. Time now for Jesse, the Honorable Blake, who joins us right now. Hi, Jesse.
What's up, it's your friend Jesse, Honorable Blake. Good afternoon, Mr. Higgins. How are you?
I can't ball. The belly side are going out. You know what I mean?
That's right, indeed. Can't ball at all.
Can't ball. So my system a little slowish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You know. Oh no, I have it now.
Ah, beautiful.
We're starting with the World Cup, that game against Guadeloupe tomorrow. And what are the odds on it either way? Now, let me hear what you have to say.
All right, no problem at all. Wow. This game scheduled to kick off tomorrow at 6:45 in the evening, Jamaica time. The Reggae Boys, of course, blanked 1-0 by Guatemala in their opening game. The Guadeloupeans, they had a worse outing. They suffered a 5-2 defeat versus the 2023 runners-up in the form of Panama. Nowadays, after having their way with Guatemala in World Cup qualifying, winning 3-0, the Jamaicans crashed down to earth in that defeat. We only managed 2 shots on target, or 3-match unbeaten run in the group portion of the tournament came to an end. Now, a slow start for the Guadeloupeans on match day 1 proved to be too much to overcome as they failed to win their opening Gold Cup affair for a 4th successive time. Guadeloupe, they have not lost consecutive games in this competition, though, since 2021, when they were beaten in all of their 3 Gold Cup fixtures in that year. But according to the Just Bet final result bet option, the Reggae Boys are favored to win this game handily at $1.42. Guadeloupe coming at $6.50 for the upset, and the draw attracts odds of $4.25. Of course, the final result bet option, those odds that just showcased, belong to the final result bet option that showcases odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. It's a simple, straight-up, basic option, one of a plethora of betting options that we have available for you at Just Bet. When you visit justbetja.com, when you visit one of our Just Bet locations island-wide, you can take advantage of the many betting options that we have available. Let's start off with yet another one, the correct score betting option. That it works pretty simple. If you can predict the score of a game and that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time, it can pay off very well for you. Do remember, you can place a bet on virtually any scoreline that you think is the correct score for each and every football game. For the Reggae Boys versus Guadeloupe, tomorrow evening, 6:45 Jamaica time. Take advantage of the correct score bets that are available, and those include if Jamaica wins 2-0, $3,000 on a hold, a $500 bet. Jamaica 3-0, $4,500 in winnings is a $500 bet. Even better than that, if Jamaica beats Guadeloupe by a correct score of 4-1, that pays $10,500 in winnings is a $500 effort. Guadeloupe 1-0, $7,500 in winnings is a $500 bet. Guadeloupe 2-1, $10,000 in winnings is a $500 wager. Guadeloupe 2-0, $20,500 in winnings is a $500 bet. Well, of course, those are some of the many bets that you can place with the correct score betting option. We did tell you can bet on one half of football. You can bet on the entire game. You can bet on the second half exclusively. You can take advantage of those player specials as well in terms of the goal scorers for this game. For example, Michael Antonio to score first in the game, $5.66 to score last. $5.33. At any time, $2.30. Romario Williams to score first, $5.75. Last, $5.33. Anytime, make that $2.36. Warner Brown, who had that brace against Guatemala, $6.50 if he scores first. If he scores last, it's $6 even on the draw at $2.60. Leon Bailey to score first in the game, $7.50. $6.66 if he scores last. Anytime during the game, $2.90. And will Ronaldo Cephas find the back of the net? If he does that first, $9. If he does it last, $8. At any time finding the back of the net, Ronaldo Cephas would pay $3.33. Just some of the many bets that you can place for this game. And by the way, of course, these bets, you can bet on these games while they're taking place. The live betting facility is on in earnest for all Gold Cup games. So take advantage of the opportunity to bet and win big with us at Just Bet way into the dying moments of each and every Gold Cup game. And finally, a pro tip for you for the big spenders. Say the first half ends in a draw. Guadeloupe wins the match and scores one or more goals. For the big spenders, here's a pro tip for you. You put $10,000 on that option. First half ending in a draw, Guadeloupe winning by and scoring one or more goals, $10,000 would multiply to $110,000 in winnings. We have seen crazier outcomes happen before. For me, though, after that showing in that first game and knowing that we have Panama next in the group stage, Reggae Boys have to kick this campaign into high gear. Jamaica to win, 3-0, $4,500 on a whole with a $500 bet, taking the Reggae Boys the favorite at $1.42 straight up.
3-0. We're going to win the game, I think, but I believe that Jamaica going to give up a 1 goal somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going with Jamaica 3, Guadeloupe 1.
Right, Jamaica 3, Guadeloupe 1. We pay $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, and still in our group,
mm-hmm.
You could say the 2 top teams at the moment.
Right now, yep.
Guatemala versus Panama. How do you expect that one to pan out?
Absolutely. We're looking up to these 2 teams, aren't we? Both Jamaica and Guadeloupe. These 2 teams are leading right now in Group C. Of course, the Panamanians, they have the number 1 spot based on goal difference right now. Well. Let's get right into the final result bet option now. Of course, you all know what's on the line here. Guatemala versus Panama. If you are a true Jamaica fan in this one, you will be hoping for a draw in this game. And the draw in this game attracts odds of $3.50 according to the Just Bet final result bet option. Panama has had the upper hand over Guatemala in the last 13 games. Panama is unbeaten head-to-head. They have won 10 of those matchups. Panama is favored to beat Guatemala at $1.75 straight up. Guatemala ended that 5-game losing streak by beating the Reggae Boys by 1-0. Guatemala is the underdog at $4.33. Now, folks, do remember that correct score betting allows you to maximize on your winning potential. You won't find a better sports betting option in the sports betting market. And for Guatemala versus Panama, take advantage of the correct score bets that are on tap. Those include Panama 2-0, $3,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Panama 3-0, $6,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. Panama 3-2, $15,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Guatemala by a 0 would pay $5,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. Guatemala 2-1, $7,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. But can Guatemala beat Panama by 3-1? That correct score would pay $23,000 in winnings with only a $500 bet. Panama, for me, in this one, the better team. A better head-to-head matchup, better playing overall right now, looking like the sharper team in the Gold Cup of these two. Panama, for me, 3 goals to 1. $7,000 even with a $500 bet. Panama to win $1.75 according to the Just Bet final result bet option.
I bet that Jamaica would beat Guadeloupe by 3 goals to 1. And like you, that's the very same scoreline I have between Panama and Guatemala. So yeah, Panama 3, Guatemala 1 for me as well.
Beautiful. Panama 3 goals to 1. $7,000 even with a $500 bet.
Yeah, this one may, well, certainly for me, a little less straightforward, but you are the expert. Honduras taking on El Salvador. How do you plead?
All right. This one is scheduled to kick off, make it Saturday at 9 o'clock in the evening, Jamaica time. Honduras got spanked in their opening game, 6-0 at the hands of Canada. El Salvador, meanwhile, played out a goalless draw against Curacao. Well, between these two teams, though, it is Honduras that's favored to win according to the Just Bet final result bet option at $1.76. El Salvador come in to win at $4.50, and the draw attracts odds of $3.33. Correct score bets you can capitalize on for this game include, if it is that make it Honduras wins. Yes, if Honduras wins by 2 goals to 0, a $500 bet pays $3,500 in winnings. Honduras 3-0, $6,500 in winnings is a $500 bet. Honduras blanking El Salvador by 4 goals to 0, $15,500 on offer with a $500 bet. El Salvador knocking off Honduras 2-1, $7,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. With El Salvador with the upset special, 2 goals to 0. A $500 bet would pay $10,500 in winnings. But if El Salvador knocks off Honduras by 3 goals to 1, you'd be $25,500 richer with only a $500 bet. This one is so hard to call for me. The two teams not playing well right now. El Salvador looking slightly worse off than Honduras in this one. A 1-all draw, $3,250 in winnings with a $500 bet. And I'm taking the draw of these two teams in this matchup. Taking the draw, $3.33 straight up.
Well, for once, you and I will not see eye to eye on this. On this one, I'm thinking Honduras may just squeeze by the odd goal, 2 goals to 1 of El Salvador.
All right, 2 goals to 1 in Honduras' favor is $4,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, boss, that's the 3 games covered, but the floor is yours to the break.
Wow. Will we have an end to the NBA Finals this evening at 7:30? Indiana is at home, but they are the underdog at $2.80. Oklahoma at $1.41 to win the game. So many bets that you can take advantage of, including those player specials as well for this game. But wow, we may just see the end of the NBA Finals tonight. That injury to Tyrese Haliburton is the engine that makes the Pacers run. He's banged up. He's questionable for the game. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City have a full and a clean bill of health, a full roster to choose from. I'm going to be making a pick Oklahoma City on the road in this one. And Oklahoma City should be able to get their first title tonight. But all bets are on the table. Make it justbetja.com, supremegames.com, the Supreme Ventures gaming app, or popping to one of our over 100 Just Bet locations island-wide, especially our retail centers, where you get the Supreme Ventures and the Just Bet arena experience like no other. Of course, over to you, the team and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, have a wonderful weekend, and catch you guys next week.
Catch you next week as well, Sir Jesse. Big up thyself. And with that, we take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be hearing from the callers on the other side.
That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you could win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Rinks, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryverse. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Law Act.
Jamaica! It's time for Make a Move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition. Creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
The gateway for Jamaica's athletes to several international competitions, including the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan, opens from Thursday, June 26 to Sunday, June 29 for the J3A National Junior and Senior Championship, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Admission, finish area season ticket, $8,000. Daily, $1,000 to $3,000. Regular grandstand season ticket, $6,500. Daily, $1,000 to $2,500. Tickets go on sale at MysticOnlineTix.com. Starting June 11, Pegasus Hotel and the Stadium Ticket Office. Starting Monday, June 23. The action will be sizzling.
Cricket, lovely cricket on Omega Radio as the West Indies battle Australia in 3 test matches. The action starts in the land of flying fish and cuckoo, June 25th. From Barbados, next stop, the Spice Isle, Grenada, July 3rd. And the final stop, the land of wood and water, Jamaica, July the 11th. Join me, Andrew Mason, as I'll be part of a top-class commentary team. Cricket, lovely cricket, on Omega Radio. You got a date, so don't be late.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so it's time now to re-engage our callers. 615-2841. So that's 615-2841 or 676-6968. Let's go back online. Hello.
New York.
Hey, Diego.
Good afternoon, Diego.
Okay, great. I'm in. All right, guys. Couple of things, because I tell you, boy, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Before I get to that win argument championship with me and the Browns going around with the Michael Jordan thing and American media. But Orville,
I
got a question for you before you even go to that. So if Jamaica is playing Brazil, oh no, before we get to that, Roach. You have told us that Roach. And I checked it out, and you're right. Even in the Caribbean, Roach even have better numbers than Walsh and Ambrose.
Yeah, man, him special, man.
So hold on. Do you have a problem with him not being selected for this test in the Caribbean? Maybe you said it and I didn't hear you now. So I'm just asking you.
The thing with the Roach, Roach is going on 37 now, 38. And they have already told Roach that they want him to be playing a mentorship role. So they are phasing out Roach. and they have told him so. So I wasn't expecting. Me did I look for Roach, to be honest.
Okay, let me ask the question again, because they're doing what they're doing. I'm asking you now, if you was a selector, would you have Roach in your squad?
If he wants to play, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was noticing in the end. So you would have him in the squad. So
yeah,
you don't support you, but you understand them reasoning then why them not have him, but you would have him in there.
Right. He's 36.
Right. No.
He will be 37.
But them say use a man, you know, to kill me about age and stand up.
No, man, no. I'm saying I would have him.
Kill me. Let me finish up, please. We're talking for the 2 seconds. When I was talking about age and Shanda Paul average was about 11 for 2 years, will not kill me. If you have there you go. If your best baker is 85 in the wheelchair, you play, you make him bake. So I'm surprised you use the age thing, but we can move on.
I'm not using the age thing. I would have him.
Right, but yes, I defend them with them age thing.
No, I'm saying
that's why you bring it up.
I understand why they are saying we have to start phase out Roach.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then I use the age thing. You should have run them away. I say foolishness. But anyway. Brazil now. Oh no, Orville again. You said certain things, because I like to question people when I hear certain things today, because I know the English language, and I explain, as I tell you, Michael Sharp teach with everything there. The English language is a funny language. You have to ask a person what they mean, because words are limited. Jamaica is playing Brazil in the stadium. Who do you want to win?
Jamaica.
If West Indies is playing Australia at Sabina, who do you want to win?
West Indies.
Okay. So, doesn't Steve Smith not being here gives us a better chance of winning?
Yes.
Okay, so if Australia is coming with a team, you would want them to be not the best that they can be then. So Steve Smith. So I'm saying to you now, maybe you're talking about the injury. No, we don't want nobody to be injured.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
You should not be in Australia as a fan. I have no problem as a weaker team.
I can understand that. But Steve Smith is my favorite batsman in the world. I don't want him to play, make runs, and we still win.
Okay, so you're talking from an emotional standpoint as a fan. No problem.
All right.
No problem.
You said that test where we beat him in Australia when he met the 90 other, but we still win?
Yeah.
Perfect test for me.
Okay.
All right.
No, I mean, don't say you want when the Mount Salem Steve Smith, I'm a favorite guy.
Right. My favorite international batsman, right now.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
I used to love Marquardt, but not over Lara though, but I used to love Marquardt.
All right.
I don't know what Marquardt. No, this basketball thing though. Boy, I tell you, see, when you think for yourself in life, Zidane?
Yes.
You're consistent. You don't flip-flop.
Yes.
You don't change goalposts. People it's because I've learned from a long time ago, me and the great Michael Sharp, 61 Riddles Road, sports is about opinion. It's how you defend your opinion and which argument makes more sense. I've always said, Zidane, and I can't believe when I'm hearing what's going on now. This culture, we have to win championship to be the best or the GOAT. I never understood it. And I've always preached it. Because I already tell people Barry Bonds was the greatest for me. He didn't win no championship. Because championship is a team effort.
Yes.
Now, this thing about LeBron, he has said this before, People remember when they asked Michael Jordan.
Kobe or LeBron.
Oh, you remember,
Gino? And Michael Jordan said 5 is better than 1. And they asked
LeBron. 5 is better than 3.
No, man, LeBron only had 1 at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and LeBron said, and LeBron responded by saying that I think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. I don't think somebody else who has 11 rings is better, and whoever, So he has been saying this for years that he doesn't want him to be defined by rings. So when Garvey came on and said LeBron tried to change the narrative because him drop out of the playoffs and him getting his rubbish Garvey attack. The man has said this long time.
A long time. When he looked at the America and the world, when Jordan make the statement, give me Kobe because of the 5/1. The man said, but Michael, I have you at the time. He had Michael as the greatest.
Yes.
I have you as the greatest, Michael.
And Bill has 11, and you only have 6.
Then Bill Russell have 11.
Yes.
So I've been fooling myself all along, Mr. Jordan. And you know what I heard that too? When we were having this discussion, and somebody came, my elder came into my office and said, "Why are you guys saying it's championships? And you want to never call Bill Russell in a top 10? And he has 11. There you go. He has 11, and he won 8 straight. And he influenced the outcome, but on the defensive end.
Yes.
So this is only being hypocritical.
Yes.
It's hypocritical. You use the championship when you want to use it for your favorite player. You're not consistent.
Yeah, it's a Michael Jordan thing, man. And most of the experts now are Michael Jordan fanatics. So because he has the most in the modern era, all of a sudden rings are the end. LeBron is right. Rings is the end all and be all. That's where it started, LeBron.
But don't
Michael
forget,
Jordan.
Me and you debate this for 4 months. You have LeBron, me have Jordan. Did you ever hear me use championship winning for defend Jordan?
No.
You know why? You can just look on the man performance, which is always I talked about.
Yeah.
So you look at performance. You don't need to go there. That's Dago now. But Dago is very consistent. No, Zidane. Knickerbockers basketball, right? You agree with some of the people them for fire Tibbs. Not to fire Tibbs.
Yes, I totally disagree with the firing of Tibbs.
Yeah, man. Two sides of the story. Everybody have their own position.
Yes.
Now, my question to you now, the big argument, would you trade now? Because you said they must trade for players. That's what your solution is. What do you do to go over the hump, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said, let's go and trade for players.
Yeah.
Would you trade for Kevin Durant? That's the latest one.
What kind of question that you ask me, Diego?
Okay.
That is a non-argument, the boss. Kevin Durant is one of the 20 greatest players of all time. You're not going to ask Kevin Durant, and you know Kevin Durant doesn't need the ball in his hands. He doesn't need to dominate the ball. So Brunson will come out of his game to please Kevin Durant. So it's a no-brainer. You're going to have somebody who is still able to shoot at a high clip and consistently average 25 plus points a game, and he still defends pretty well. You can't get Kevin Durant and say no. Only a fool would say that.
You ever cost the one again, you won't see it. You won't see it. Because let me just give the history. Because some of these owners take things personal. They're billionaires,
Yes.
But they take things personal. Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't act like a politician and them get vexed when things don't go his way or you go against him. So him carry feelings when he's in a situation.
Yes.
Now, remember they went for Kevin Durant. And where him go? Him go Brooklyn next door. I will never change.
Oh, yes.
The man they take it personal. You forget?
Yes, it's true.
You go next door right next to the New York Knickerbockers Arena in Brooklyn. So I'm just letting you know that won't happen.
All right.
Say no more.
I will leave it here. Big up.
All right.
So, yeah.
We'll take a break. We get the music in, and then we come back to your call.
Money at your fingertips.
Lions Prepaid, MasterCard, that is the key. The best reward when you get money from the things and the money.
Jamaica! It's time for Make a Move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition. Creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back online then, and the numbers, you know by now, 615-2841. But before we go back to the calls, you know, it's music time. And so we take the first selection right now, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. And this one is from Limo Blaze, and it's called Gyre.
Limo Blaze.
Can't afford you. Silly boys are lavishly upon you. It makes us love you shine so bright upon you. I will be content, cause I know you would never fail me. Even when my knees are shaking, even when my heart is bleeding. No, oh, valley, when I walk in the midst of the valley, my life's in the hands of my daddy. I'm already loved, I'm already chosen. Yeah. So far this life, I know the goal, no. Cause me, I know this song knows my job and my body. It's too many go. You are joy, you're my provider. You're my provider. You are joy, you're my provider. You're my provider. Yeah, I will be content in every circumstance. Jehovah Jireh, you give me peace, you give me purpose, my provider. And when my enemies surround me, got me tied up. When they throw me in the pit inside the fire, you are my God and my King and my Father. Light to my path in the darkness, hope in my heart. When they heart is falling, you reach out and call us. You're the lover of my soul, love is flawless. They don't understand my God is keeping me high, I know they go low. Cause me, I know they solo. My joy and my body, it's too many go. You are you're my provider, you're my provider. You are joy, you're my provider, you're my provider. Yeah, I will be content in every circumstance.
All right, so that is Gyre. All right, and that's our first selection here on the show. And the numbers are 615-2841. We go back online. Hello. Hello.
Orville?
Yes, Mr. P.
Yeah. What your schoolmate name again? The police inspector?
Mark Watson.
Yeah, him ask one day to get somebody re-race us or have a program. If it's in half hour,
Yeah.
race us or your program, and you assure we say why you're going to do it. Because I want to get at Michael Kane, you know. Honestly, I would not like to get him one day for the program and ask people to call in and criticize it. Because I hear Michael Kane say something.
Why am I doing?
No, I hear Michael Kane, I think it was Friday, talking about Atomica and Funky and Done. And no two hours ever get 3 consecutive hours of the year. And what he was mentioning, because
Atomica got 2 hours of the year and last year Funky don't get it. Right? He say it's like it's an automatic you can and he mentioned about Saint Cecilia and Princess Popstar. Now and me Michael Kane talk about some performance she's Atomica, right? Why? Because he beat Funky done twice and Funky don't get
All right,
after the year and him.
what is it you said, Michael Kane? Said that you disagree.
No, Michael Kane, him analyze the performance Funky done. Say him should like him was, but him should get after the year over Atomica because Atomica beat him twice. Which what I'm saying, right? Because Michael can only talk to people who don't know racers and the performance.
So was that true?
Yes, that is true. But based on what he mentioned about because at no time Atomica ever know she's having Funky done wait and beat her and beat him. Funky done love him wait and beat him even Saturday game over to 11 and beat him, right? But that's what I'm saying in Michael Kane, which says something with people who don't know it about it. Because he mentioned about disaster. Princess Popstar beat him 2-year-old. Which I complain about it to Dr. Wright and Dr. Wright entertainment. But what he must Michael Kane had to say when Atomica beat miniature man who couldn't even win a race 2 class below that. Right, he beat miniature man 3 times, and that's what he talk about performance. So I want to question Michael Kane. How come him analyze how Princess Popstar get after the year over certain horses and him do him talk about the performance of Atomica and who Atomica beat over low him weight. That's what I want to find out. Right? So get Michael Kane 1 day for the program and ask people to call and I question him.
I'll go and try that. I'll go and try that.
Okay, sir, thanks.
All right. Michael, I don't know if you are listening, but one of them days, yeah, come in and make the third fight. Take a one punch off of you as well, Mr. Pierce. I'll go and try line it up. Maybe one of them Friday. We go back online. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Badger degree.
Hey, what going on? Yeah. But I left the charity with a few hours ago. Anyway, Michael Kinney said, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Mr. What are you doing?
I'm not too bad.
Not too bad. Zidane, where you going there? Zidane?
Yep. Yes. Yeah, good afternoon, Badger.
Oh, yeah, good. All right, good. So last night, you see, I was doing some research and I came across a very interesting article in the Gleaner. I think it's August the 13th and 2013 or something like that. And it was written by one Mr. Higgins, and I find it very fascinating. He was talking about the same debate that Imam Moselem was having about the No team and the Tamar Lambert team and the team of the 80s, late 90s. And I find it very interesting. Great friendmanship. Let me read a paragraph in it, if I may. And this paragraph is talking about the team of the 80s and 90s, late 90s. And it says, surely the Jamaican team that won the 4-day and 1-day tournament of the late 80s and early 90s must be a far superior to the current team. I'm looking at the scorecard with Jamaica playing Trinidad in 1989 as I write. The batting lineup is Wayne Lewis, Delroy Morgan, and him name out time there, and Michael Holding, Courtney Walsh, and Patrick Patterson, and others. Is anyone suggesting that Tamar Lambert team would have a chance against this team? Question asked. If we struggle, and he's talking about the current team back then, if we struggle to make 200 against average regional bowlers, what chance would we stand against continent world pace of Patrick Patterson, Michael Holding? Again, we struggle to bat spin now. Would we have a chance against players like Tucker, Haynes, and Perry in the same attack? And this is the part now. Nikita Miller and Odin Brown, would Nikita Miller and Odin Brown be able to take 10 wickets to nothing against batsmen like Adams and Margaret and so on? And the last part is we can't be serious. That is Orville Higgins.
Brilliant.
Orville Higgins. Brilliant writing, man.
Most brilliant.
So,
the
yeah,
cleaner,
man. So,
I need to renew my contract.
yes, man, you should, man, and get a razor pay too.
Yeah.
So in that article, right, this is Orville, defending the Butler team. Actually, the Butler team, yeah. And he's saying that even though, this is me paraphrasing now, Nikita Miller and Odin Brown take wickets for spit, they would struggle against persons like Adam.
No, they wouldn't struggle. They would struggle to take 10 wickets for nothing. Read it again.
All right, let me do it again. Would this rhetorical question asked, would Nikita Miller, Odin Brown be able to take wickets for next to nothing against batsmen in the ilk of Adams, Morgan, and company?
I never said anything. Hold on. I never said anything that they would struggle to get wickets.
Okay. You asked a rhetorical
I'm
question.
asking, would they get wickets at the rate that they are getting it? No, that's a rhetorical question. Nikita Miller would get wickets in any era, my boss. Would he get
fine.
Would he get 500 wickets at 16 apiece in another era? Probably not.
No, and it says that because the batsman back then cannot bat, can't bat spin. That is why Nikita Miller and Odin Brown was able to get the wickets in the way that they are getting.
Clearly, Nikita Miller, part of the reason why he took 500 wickets at 16 apiece is the limitation of the current generation.
Right. And then you say that Mikey Odin and those bowlers, the batsman, they would struggle against quality bowling like that. So let me ask the question now.
What did I say, Michael Wolin?
Let me find that part. Yes. You said the Thomas Lambert team would struggle to make 200 against these bowlers.
Against Holding and Walsh and Patterson.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let me ask the question. If Mikey Wolin is bowling in this era that Nikita Miller bowl in, do you think that he would have a better record than Nikita Miller?
No.
So let me read again. You say
you notice, you're not giving me a chance to say nothing though.
Allah, you tell me ask your question answer all
okay, I will just answer the series of questions. I don't think Michael Wolin would take 500 wickets at 16 apiece now.
Okay.
Put it this way, it could happen, but I don't know that. First thing first, I think modern day batsmen. Hold the line.
Yeah, go.
And please, just don't come and ask a bag of questions. Give me a chance.
The gateway for Jamaica's athletes to several international competitions, including the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan, opens from Thursday, June 26 to Sunday, June 29 for the J3A National Junior and Senior Championship, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Admission, finish area season ticket, $8,000. Daily, $1,000 to $3,000. Regular grandstand season ticket, $6,500. Daily, $1,000 to $2,500. Tickets go on sale at MysticOnlineTix.com. Starting June 11, Pegasus Hotel and the Stadium Ticket Office. Starting Monday, June 23. The action will be sizzling.
Cricket, lovely cricket on Omega Radio as the West Indies battle Australia in 3 test matches. The action starts in the land of flying fish and cuckoo, June 25th. From Barbados, next stop, the Spice Isle Grenada, July 3rd. And the final stop, the land of wood and water, Jamaica, July the 11th. Join me, Andrew Mason, as I'll be part of a top-class commentary team. Cricket, lovely cricket, on Omega Radio. You got a date, so don't be late.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Badger, again, the floor is yours.
Yes. Okay. So, what I read was Orville writing something in English, and I'm talking to Orville on the radio. Let me hear from your co-host, Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews, from what I just read, right? Do you see that Mr. Higgins is arguing against himself?
It depends.
Depends on what, sir?
It depends. Me not hear full him explanation to why he said one thing then and he's saying what he said. Or the explanation.
What am I saying different now?
Okay.
Yeah, because I was of the views before that if Michael Holding was playing against these joker batsmen now, he would tear them apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And so if you were supposed to pick a Jamaican team to play against batsman where Orville said,
no, but me, since you bring me in, I don't pick all-time 11 like that, you know, especially when there's this such a golfing. Because remember, we were at top of the chain 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And now we are pathetic now, you know. So, and that's because of majority of the players are not good at all. So I wouldn't rank an all-time 11 that I'm going to go purely based off the regional numbers when I know that there's a golfing class between what was happening back then and now. So I wouldn't even pick an all-time 11 purely based on what the players are doing now, as great as the numbers are.
Okay.
So you don't need to get me involved in the conversation. Because me wouldn't have Nikita Milan on my all-time regional 11.
So be the umpire then. Be the umpire. Right? And I'm going to ask, how is that when I finish? And you can tell me if he's...
But you talk for almost 5 minutes. I have me not get a chance to send on the internet.
All right, sorry, it's your time, sir.
No. What is the question you want to ask?
I think you want to ask.
No, but there's so many things I could say, but I want to respond to a question.
Talk.
First of all, there is no doubt in my mind who's the better bowler if we're not using regional numbers.
Okay.
So if you ask me who is better, Michael Holding or Nikita as a pure bowler, Michael Holding every day of the week. We're talking about what they did in regional cricket now. Now I understand the weak era argument, but because what Nikita Miller was doing in regional cricket is not normal in a budget.
Right.
Nikita Miller's figures in regional cricket is among the best in the history of cricket. You know? Put it this way, nobody else that I can think. Hold on, let me make the point.
I'm sorry.
There is nobody else in the history of cricket. Me not talk about West Indies cricket, you know, who has taken 500 wickets at 16 runs apiece and only play one test match. Nikita Miller is not normal.
But in your writing, Mr. Higgins,
yes,
you say that Nikita Miller figures, they are skewed because the batsman...
I agree.
And you also, hold on, Mr. Higgins.
No, man, don't keep telling me to hold on. My time to explain. I agree that the era of bowling now is weak. But let's say that you have a batsman who averages 100 in regional cricket now.
Oh, Lord.
I would still want to compare that batsman against Delroy Mar and who average in regional cricket.
Yeah.
I think the last time I checked it was 25, 26.
25. So 25 and 16. How far apart that is?
That's a whole golf budget.
That's a whole golf.
Yes.
When you add in the fact that
when I add in the weak era, let me tell you how I break it down. Nikita Miller takes wicket 10 runs less than Michael Holding.
Okay.
Over a 2 innings match, that's 200 runs different.
No. The weak era you're going to say.
Listen,
man.
listen,
Man, listen to what you put in the part.
In the weak era, Nikita Miller takes wickets 10 runs per wicket less than Michael Holding.
And that contributes to the fact that it is the weak era.
Yes, but listen to...
Right, so you have to do some calculation.
I am going to do the calculation.
You do the calculation.
Then hold them, but if you just allow me, if you will allow me, I will, you know. I factor in the weak era.
Yes.
But before we get to the weak era, so Nikita Miller, if he...
No, Mr. Higgins, up on the weak era, no.
All right, Badger, me got to try one last time.
Try.
Good. One very last time.
Yes, sir.
Nikita Miller takes wickets in the weak era 10 runs less than Michael Holding did in the strong era. Which means that Nikita Miller in the weak era if he more bowl out a team, would bowl out a team for 100 runs less than what Michael was doing in the strong era. Because 10 wickets times 10 is 100. If you multiply that over both innings, Nikita Miller is bowling down teams 200 runs less per game than what Michael Holding would. You understand the maths up to this, huh?
Okay. So you're saying that Nikita Miller could bowl out Delroy Morgan and Jimmy Adams then?
Listen. I'm saying Nikita Miller, let me go back to the start.
Yes.
He was taking regional wickets 10 runs less than Mike.
Yes.
Over one innings, that's 100 runs less than Mike. And over the course of a game, that's 200 runs less.
Yes.
So
in the week
era,
yes,
Nikita Miller will bowl out a side 200 runs less than Mike in the strong era. Now, if you were to ask me, Michael Holding bowling in this era, would he be worth 200 runs? And I'm saying probably not. Probably not. That's all I'm saying.
So
in other words, hold on now. No, let me complete the point.
Right.
If you give me Michael Holding in this era, would the opposing teams, would they you them now be scoring 200 runs less? And I'm saying that is a little stretch for me. So I'm still going to go with the man who actually did it.
Right in, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
You said that Perry and those guys would not make them people past 200 runs. So are you saying that, right?
Yes.
That Nikita Miller would hold Holding team to less than a figure from what you just quoted a while ago?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Okay. I'm saying
but didn't you say the article? Didn't you say he said in the article that he wouldn't take wickets for little to nothing? He and the other bowler. He already said.
He said that
they wouldn't take wickets at the rate. They would have
so they would have get them away for more runs.
Yeah, man. You know that may I say, but would it? So I know Nikita Miller bowling in Michael Holding era, not going to get 500 at 16.
So he would have go up and Michael would have come down.
Yes.
The Michael will not a better regional bowler.
But I don't know if he would come down enough to pass what Nikita Miller was doing.
How far with 16 for 25?
No, man, that's a lot. No, Badger, I just pointed out the difference. That's 200 runs a game. All right, let me put it to hold on. Let me put it to you another way. Hold on, let me put it to you another way. No, man, you have to make Badger, you made your presentation. Let me put what the difference of 200 runs mean. If the Tamar Lambert team is playing against the Michael Holding team, and you give the Tamar Lambert team 200 runs without loss at the start of the game, I am not convinced.
We are at the place and point when we know what they did, and we are saying that one is going to go up and one is going to come down.
Yes.
Pick up on your writing. So we're asking you, how far are you going to carry Michael Holding up, and how far are you going to carry?
But I'm telling you, I'm still going to give Nikita Miller the edge. Let me put it to you another way. I believe that in the strong era, the bowling was. So let us say a man like Cleveland Davidson, who averaged 35 in the strong era. You have batsman now. If you average 40 now, we still are going to give Cleveland Davidson the edge by you. But let's say now in the weak era, you're averaging 50, while Cleveland in the strong era averaging 35. Now I could start looking at it.
Michael Holding and Nikita Miller is not that far. So don't bother with that.
The difference between Holding and Nikita is 200 runs a game. That's what I tell you.
All right. Okay.
200 runs a game.
Okay.
Now, if Michael Holding's team is playing against the current team,
but I said 200 runs a game for all batsmen.
Then have to bowl out the team, big man.
Right. So how much are you going to take off at Nikita Miller?
Not enough that me are going to give Holding the edge over him in region, based purely upon regional numbers.
Come again?
I know Holding would come down, and I know Nikita would go up.
Yes,
but not far enough for him to replace Nikita as a regional.
Based on the article that you read, Holding will definitely pass Nikita Miller. Right. Because if you're going to go up, you're going to say give him 20 apiece. Even though I don't think he will be that good at but may I give him 20 apiece.
But that is the number where you choose it, and I wouldn't give him 20. So we can't just plot numbers, you know.
No, but remember, it's you say you're the carry him up in it. You say
but how far up?
Yeah, but me I put a number to you.
All right.
So even me I give him 20, and because Michael Holding at the highest level, which is the highest level of cricket, is 50 million times greater than what we see in regional cricket. No, Michael don't take wicket at 25 apiece at that level. So if Michael only come back and focus against them, a Joker, a Badger, Michael only could have take wicket at 17 apiece.
No.
That's the logical, man. At the test level against the very best in the entire world, he might take wickets at 25 apiece. Against them, a Badger, we must can shave off 8 or 9 at the man. Easy. Because the man them no care but like the man when Michael is the ball.
Here's the other thing I wanted to throw into the mix as well. I believe that the current batsmen that Nikita Miller bowled to bat pace better than they how them batsmen. Now listen to what I'm saying, man.
Go on.
I am saying that an outstanding fast bowler like Michael Holding will cause regional batsmen trouble. But if you take out the outstanding fast bowlers in today's age, Kemar Roach them we take test wickets phenomenally. So when Roach them play against the very best batsman in the world, when them come to regional cricket, Nikita Miller still outbowl them. In other words, listen to the point, man. Listen to the point. I'm saying the Roach, when him in the Caribbean, is just as good as most people ever bowled in the Caribbean. But when Roach a bowled in the Caribbean batsmen bat him better than them bat Miller. In other words, the fact that Michael Holding is a pace bowler and Nikita Miller is a spinner gives Nikita the kind of edge women I think can understand. Because while the current batsmen them can't bat none at all, if they can, I would think the average Caribbean batsman on an easy true wicket is more likely to scratch at 20 against Holding than against Miller and Prime.
What do our test players do? What on the budget?
I think you don't understand how much we can bat spinning. If you look at the top wicket takers every year in regional cricket, even when the test bowlers are home, are still the spinner them dominating.
Yeah. All right, Baji, what do our test batsmen do against the very best pace bowlers in the world? Because our very best regional bowlers play test cricket for us,
Yeah.
So they are the ones that Nikita Miller are facing. So I want to know what those batsmen do. Because Michael Owen would be among the very best test bowlers now if he was playing now. So it would be interesting to see what our batsmen at the test level do against the very best fast bowlers in the world.
We don't want to break it because we don't want.
Yeah, you know what?
All right, big up yourself.
One thing I can tell you now. When our test batsmen face up to Nikita
if we struggle to make 200 against average regional bowling, what chance would be start against potent attack?
We'd make one against Holding on them, man. We'd make 120 or 130. But when Nick and Tucker, no, but it just
Perry and Tucker would run rings on them in the avenue right in.
Them never said nothing against that. Yeah. And Nikita Miller talk about it, not the team. Anyway, make we leave it there. The break is here. Yeah. We come back after. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Real Madrid forward Kylian Mbappe is in hospital with gastroenteritis after missing their Club World Cup opener against Al Hilal. The France captain 26 missed training on Tuesday with a fever and did not play in Wednesday's 1-1 draw against the Saudi Arabian side. A real statement on Thursday said Mbappe has an acute case of gastroenteritis and was admitted to hospital for a series of tests. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Brinks, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Why, but you find the article. I never know say something that right. I find the article. For those who want to find the article, the article is headlined Jamaica's best cricket team ever. And I was arguing that the fact that we won 5 straight regional titles and something like 13 games in a row does not make this team any better than that team and Mikey them did that. Mikey and Walsh them. That was the base of the article. Find it. Jamaica's best cricket team ever, written by a guy called Orville Higgins, April 5, 2013. Anyway, we go back online. Hello.
What's on?
What?
Shipping port.
Yes, I have. I know I love the cricket thing, but you know, another time I call up, never question for you, so don't stay long, let's wrap it up quick.
Me know he's the racing man. Wow.
Yeah, I got my comfort to that. I'm here, Mr. P.
Yeah.
Based on what Mary and Bajra discussed a while ago, and Nafis, someone explained something to me.
Yeah.
If Killer, without the wicket, at this promising bowler,
Without the wicket.
Would be contesting fair place now the Michael Holding team. Michael Holding without the wicket, promising bowler, contesting fair place in a Nikita Miller's team with Tamar them. Which one you think? You think both of them would have 59 to
without wickets? Now, how am I going to know whom I'm going to pick without wickets?
I think he's talking us going based off talent, the talent level.
Talent.
Then no wickets are going to make me know who talented. How am I going to know how talented you are?
Well, I know, man. In the region where they play for Jamaica now. Whatever them do in a Jamaican league, that's what me attack. In a Jamaica team, you're fresh. Would Michael Holding play in the Tamar Lambert team, or would Nikita Miller play in the?
No, man, but I can't operate without wickets because the only reason why
But I feel we see the talent in a Jamaica playing Jamaica schoolboy cricket.
No, man, you can't say me to judge the man with no, you can't say I must judge the man without wickets. Then what am I without wickets? Then without wickets, without runs, Brian Lara can't bat like me, my boy.
All right, let me ask one question. Zidane.
Yes.
All right. If we're gonna use Leon Bailey, first game for Jamaica, and Walter Boyd, first game for Jamaica. You know, could I decide to try them and go pick?
Difficult.
If you put them in a Jamaica team. Eh?
No, man, difficult for you is the one game, man. But we know the point where you try making it.
No, yeah,
so remove the dominance.
We know who better who can.
They can't remove the dominance. My argument about Nikita Miller is precisely because of his dominance.
Well, that's because they get the 500 wickets.
Yes, take what that from him. Then me not could have played. The reason
no,
why
no,
I
man.
think Steve Smith
No, man.
better than me.
No, man. I don't think he's saying you must take away all of the wickets, you know. He's saying give him 150 wickets.
No, man, then he would not be the same person.
And the talent, we don't
No. If you cut him wicket intake by a third, then no one different somebody we attack.
Let me tell you the question that Shipping Port really want to ask.
Oh, so okay.
If you line up a top class batting lineup and Nikita Miller walk through the door, so the man are regional man, but them play at the test level, and Nikita walk through the door and Holding walk through the door, who you attack? I think that's the question you want to ask.
Michael Holding,
yeah, that's
but if you're asking based on what they do for Jamaica,
no, but that's why I'm saying that's what he's asking. That's why I'm saying.
No, man, them not say it repeatedly, brother. If some batsman there's somewhere, I want a man for out them two man, them set a batsman. And you tell me, say, if you just pick them based on them ability for bowl.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Michael Anthony Wood.
So articulate the question for your shipping.
But if you were to say to me, pick a Jamaican team based on what them do for Jamaica, I want different.
I'm not so far, Maurice. I'm not so far.
Anyway, move on. Right.
Do I maybe can come?
Yeah, man. The ask race.
Mr. P, yeah. To ask race, Mr. P. I don't know if you hear what Mr. P asked earlier. Was he? Did he say that Michael Caine was asking why Fun Candon was named after the year over Atomica?
Something like that, because
him say something like that.
Because him say, was it Atomica him say beat him 2 times? Or Fun Candon beat Atomica?
Well, I know Fun Candon last year, last about 2 races out about 9 races last year.
Who?
And I've created 1 race.
Who beat who last year? Did Fun Candon beat Atomica?
Fun Candon beat up Atomica last
Twice.
year. Atomica, I think, must win one of the race. And Fun Candon run 3rd. Run Julie.
No, man. Hold on. Let me tell you what I think. Him say Michael Caine say, one of them 2 horses can't be the horse of the year because the other horse beat him twice.
What me cannot hear what if Mr. P really hear Michael Caine have to come back me here and say that, you know, me not think Michael Caine could have uttered that out. It couldn't be so silly to utter something like that out of mouth. The Atomica who did nothing like out of last year, Fun Candon ran about 9 races. I maybe 10. About 10 races last year. I win about 7 out of 10 races. And a 7 big race. I win the biggest race. The the foreign invaders them.
Let me make certain say me understand what him say Michael Caine say. Can't be not sure Michael said.
Yeah, Michael Caine could never say that out time.
But why you understand what Michael
based
said?
on the way he said that, we think if the Michael
why you get what Mr.
Fun Candon?
What do you get, Mr.
Fun Candon his name after the year over Atomica. Atomica won twice over Fun Candon.
Yeah, right. So is that true?
Like
was that true? Did Atomica beat Fun Candon 2 times last year?
Yes, but how many times did Fun Candon beat Atomica last year?
Oh, well, I got the impression that the 2 times
we need to flip around. We need to flip around that question.
Okay.
And how did Atomica run when Fun Candon beat up Atomica last year? Fun Candon beat Atomica, I think, 3 times last year. Especially the Mute mile with the big ass them come down. Fun Candon at 17-1.
Okay.
Defend even though he's a foreigner, but he was one of the foreigners who they are run from the start of the year.
Me I'll try to get Michael Caine one of them Friday after half an hour. And then
They couldn't say that. Michael Caine could never mention that those time out. Atomica was nowhere near after the year last year. Everybody beat up Atomica.
Alright.
Mr. P must get it wrong. He could never mention that. If Michael Caine mentioned that all time out, he needs to take a back step in a race. If he really said that all time out, which I don't believe. Honestly, don't believe he did.
All right.
Fun Candon, Orville. This Fun Candon is a foreigner. Fun Candon came here and stamped his class. Fun Candon has been beating asses out of sight. The Mute Mile, this is the Mute Mile winner. When you see Fun Candon run, and a claiming race Fun Candon a run, for them come put up Fun Candon, the Fun Candon should never be named after the year. Who else are going to name after the year if not Fun Candon? Who was big contender before the Mute Mile and came and won the Mute Mile? That alone cement in place.
Me I'll try to get Michael. I'll try to get Michael.
Mr. P, hear it wrong. Mr. P, do your research. You never hear of Michael Caine. He did not. Me I said Michael Caine did not say that.
Okay.
Could never. Me not hold it no longer.
All right, you're smart.
That's my confidence.
You're smart. Leave the water boy thing alone. Leave water boy alone. Yes, indeed.
Then if I went yesterday, why me I come take you on today?
All right. Where say kill me? All right.
All right, my boy.
I have a question. What if the J3s says we are uncomfortable with allowing these athletes to participate for another country? What happens?
Can you legally stop them?
That's why I ask the question. Because I talk to somebody about them and I say, because they say both countries have to agree. Because there's a long list of things that needs to be. Because they say it can be less than 3 years, the waiting time, if both associations agree now. When was the last time these people competed for Jamaica? So for them to come into play immediately, that's when the J3s have to come in now to say, listen, okay, we have no problem with them doing it immediately. So that's why I asked the question.
Would be interesting.
Yeah.
Would be interesting.
Because what I saw written by the journalist is saying that they have now changed. They have completed the process. I don't know if you complete the process until you are able to actually compete for the other country.
No, well, now the waiting process would now take place.
Okay.
But I don't know if the waiting process is the same thing as the process.
Yes. Okay.
Having done the paperwork, you can say, all right, now I just will serve out your time. We could look at it like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if really J Trace can say you can't compete for your next country.
Yeah.
I don't know if them could have said that. Make we do some text, no? It's B.
Oh, we have a call.
Yeah,
Take the call.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm going to get 2 or 3 more minutes after the break, you know, at 2:43.
Yeah, man. Then, right on the break, man. Take your time after.
All right. I told him to come to take on today, you know. But before me take on, Zidane, more ask you a question. Does the country, you know, in a football and them thing there. Well, say football, you get a transfer fee and all them thing there. Does in any way the country benefit if the athletes switch?
That is a very good question, because even when if yes, well, that is a club though.
Yeah,
club,
that's why I'm
club
asking
situation.
The country benefit in any way, yeah, me know a club.
Yeah, because if Arnett Garden will get the money if there's a big transfer with the Arnett Garden player to an overseas club, and the other clubs that he represented in the early ages get some money as well. Yeah, you do have those sort of things. I don't know if FIFA allows the federation to get fee for player transfer from club to club. I don't think so.
From country to country
I don't
to
think.
country.
But this is country to country. So,
that is something that.
But who's mainly responsible for the development of these athletes? I think they should get something, because the money. Because remember, we are mainly a sprinting nation, and that we build our history off, our sprints,
Right.
So coach have to put in the hard work to, first of all, to convince you.
And that's why I have a credit football, because if there's just like what we see with Leon Bailey.
Yes.
Craig Butler benefit.
Yes, and anybody.
Craig Butler benefited because he was a direct agent there. It's not because he used to coach him one time, It's because he signed on.
No,
individually as an agent.
But the thing is,
you're not about a club now, but you're talking about individually.
But if Leon Bailey was not at Mount Pleasant, that's who's working.
Oh, they don't use the Leon Bailey example.
I'm saying Mount Pleasant would have benefited.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the reason why Craig benefited directly and not a club is because he's farm and the agent of the band. So the athletes now, not for them athletes, them coach, or them agent, like Stephen Francis has a direct arrangement to get a profit off of the athlete.
Yeah. All right, take a break.
Yeah, man, hold on. So that's why a development fee would be important in this regard. So the school, for example, will convince athletes and do some field events, everybody around on sprint would be important. Hold the line up, we're coming back.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232. Or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Set the trend, set the trend. The Trend-Setting Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins, and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews, as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
Something good. Hey, joins me, Jermaine Morgan, popular known as Brother Frisco, on Omega Radio Thursdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. through to 9 inside the Praise the Lord show, and Saturdays and Sunday morning from 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio show. Tune in and be blessed. You can't afford to miss this show with Brother Frisco on your radio. What you gotta
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Armand Sale, back with you.
Yeah, Zidane, before me beat you, I rally all of the people, Zidane. Me could make the 28th a joy or so occasion, you know. Because, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, want to round up.
A lot of the people, me not get to meet it, and yeah, more forward in the place.
Yeah, man, definitely.
More the people come out and make we. Whichever way, whether they have team or not or whatever.
Yeah, man, come through same way, because as I said, the bar will be there, and I make sure I provide a VIP for the Sports Desk Massive, you know. So they have the big tent.
Me a regular person.
No, man, your Sports Desk, you're VIP under there, man, under the tent. So we now get the people under the tent,
man. I really do the VIP thing. Let me say just put a small thing there to me and me good, you get me?
All right,
yeah.
Cool.
But me just want to say people them come out and they can't get to meet it. Could put some face for a name them thing, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Zidane, you know, say what me gonna beat about the Zidane. You make a man top call the program, you know, Zidane.
Who that?
You make a man top call the program because you man say you this in ball and you this my ball at, you know, Zidane.
Who stop call the program?
Eh? A taxi man, I'm a virgin. He never tell me to call his name.
Okay, don't call him. All right. How me this him? How me this him?
The man say you this in ball, brother. You this my ball.
No, man, me I give you the reality of the situation.
No, really, I tell man about my ball, drop shots and all them things that man. Yo, brother.
He used to do it a lot. He used to do it a lot on the field, man. Walk around on the field after.
Overdo it with Walter. No, man. Even if you want to give Leon Bailey hit because I won't go, brother.
No, forget about Leon Bailey. Forget about Leon Bailey. I'm saying Walter Boy.
Every time you come on Walter Boy, I can forget about Leon Bailey.
Hold on, man. I'm saying. No, listen, no. I can get the tapes and sit with you after 60 minutes. Walter Boy, appear walking on the field, my boss.
Hey, but you. No, only part time say Messi walk on field.
Yeah, but Messi's an exceptional player.
Walter Boy, the exceptional.
No, he wasn't the boss. He was an ordinary footballer.
I mean ordinary.
You can't walk like oh. Zidane wasn't lazy. No, man, I don't know. I don't buy this. I don't buy this. But hold on, I don't buy this great potential argument, you know. I'm not buying to it, you know.
So what about never have great potential?
I say a whole heap of man.
Answer my question.
No special.
Did Walter Boy have great potential?
He's just another very
tricky topic.
Listen, what I'm saying to you is just another. Give me a chance, my boss, man. I'm saying to you, he's no different from Ricardo Fuller, Teddy Johnson, Keith Kelly, and all these extremely gifted Jamaican.
You know, Jamaican football, one baller you refer.
Yeah, but I'm saying Ricardo Fuller. But I'm saying, you think Walter Boy is far from Ricardo Fuller?
I bet Richard come off an inch, you know, and start lighting up the place. Thing that.
Whisper. But Whisper a bigger talent for Walter Boy by far. Whisper is a bigger talent than Walter Boy, my boss. And them man, they are talent. Serious talent.
This man baller, brother.
All right, you don't beat me now. All right.
You don't know nothing about Walter Boy. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, me love that.
It's not me bring up Walter Boy. Go on.
Yeah, this man, brother. Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
We think that you have one over here a while ago.
I don't think so, but up to you.
Yeah, man, I think that you have one over here a while ago. And for the sake of the argument I asked you yesterday, I have been looking at I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue this because me look on the averages of them so-called big back there where you have back in them time there. Then Delroy Morgan with them 27 average and all them. While them man average not all that great. But a few of them averaging at the 40s and whole of them man where you average
who averaging at the 40s?
What is Blackwood's average?
Chris Gale, for example.
No, but Chris Gale better than
Chris Gale a big thing, man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, they make it short. But remember, you know, we're talking about
no, first of all, you have to tell me. Hold on, disagree with me. But what are you? You have to tell me what are you disagreeing with me about, though?
No, what I'm saying when I bring up the 5, Amir St. Diego mentioned couple teams yesterday. But when I bring about the Tamar Lambert team, and I may ask you, which one of them team that you think would have better mind? You dismiss Tamar Lambert team to those team.
No, man, you really want to compare Tamar Lambert team with a team with Dujan and Adams.
We not talk about Mr. Higgins. We not talk about
holding and Walsh and Patterson.
Hold on, man. You just mentioned Tubaggio that you're not talking about West Indies. So I'm not talking about no West Indies now.
No, but no West Indies.
Jamaica, me talk about.
I'm not talking about West Indies either. I'm saying that if the two teams were to play each other, I think the team with holding them would have win.
What me I say to you is, Mr. Higgins, you remember now, if you have a team, you mentioned Jimmy Adams, right? And if you're going to mention Jimmy Adams would have to go play. And remember, you're not picking all Jamaica team from the 80s and 90s,
I'm not sure what you're saying. What are you saying?
Example, remember you have Marlon Tucker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to use a Marlon Tucker team against a Tamar Lambert team, even if a man is a big bat in the 80s or in the 90s, if he never play on a Marlon Tucker, he would make that team there, if you understand what I mean.
That team there, that team there. That
but
team.
Marlon Tucker who average 18.
I'm talking about a team.
Marlon Tucker who average 18.
Yeah, but remember Marlon Tucker never played against these bowlers now, So it's a hypothetical situation, So
yeah,
but he's talking about one man. I'm talking about a team versus a team. No, man, I'm saying a team with Dujan and Nita and Adams and Holding and Walsh.
All right, tell you what,
you think them would beat them?
For the sake of the argument, you don't have the time. We are going to try because it's kind of hard. We going to try compare them and the average with Tamar Lambert team average.
But here's where you're going to go wrong now, though. Delroy Morgan would have averaged 27 in his time. I believe that a 27 average then must be seen differently from a 27.
That is one man.
I believe that.
But it will be this. Everybody would go up to a
I am saying a man who averaged 33 then and a man who averaged 33 now are two different 33.
I try to show a lot of them now average 33.
If they average 28,
in the 20s.
May I tell you, you're not get to me.
Ordinary.
I'm not saying that. He's saying that, man, similar to when them tell about the Michael Jordan. He's saying that based on the quality of who them face, if they played now, he might give them some extra marks. Whether them average 15, 17.
And if the man them play now, they play then, their marks will drop.
All right. One of the things where Mr. Higgins used, even though I agree with him with Steve Smith and Brian Lara, one of the things when Mr. Higgins used to use when Steve Smith used to average 62, 63.
No, man, we're talking about at the top level, man.
Test level that now, though,
no, man, that's different, Mount Salem. You're talking about the very best level. Listen what I say to you now. There is no doubt in my mind that the standard of Caribbean cricket has fallen dramatically.
Yeah, man, you can't go around that.
I don't know that in Test cricket the standards are that.
It has not. It has not. Even if it has dropped.
Hold on. If me the average 40 now, and a man not strong era, the average 18. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give me the man in strong era.
No, the 40 man that get there over man 18.
That is my point. That is
yeah, but that is a 20. Hey, man, that's a 22 run difference, man. I don't know 22 run difference between.
And then remember, say,
hold on. Mount Salem, make way reason now. Lift your level.
Go on.
You are saying a man 40 in the weak era, 18 in the strong era. That's a 22 run difference between weak and strong era. I'm saying that there is no case of no 22 run difference between Martinita them and Jimmy them and them and them. No, not do that, remember. So nobody come exaggerate for trying.
You're not even know it. You're not even.
I know, man, that as a rule, there is no 22-point difference in average, remember. There is no 22-point difference. No, man, for the batsman then and the batsman them now.
So what Delroy mark on the average?
I am saying 27. Tell me who in
how much Chris Gayle average?
Him not 22 more than 27 in regional cricket, but Chris Gayle would be an exception. Even if but me
to Marlon.
No, man, not 22 more. In regional cricket, no.
All right, we pick up this another.
Yeah, man.
At the bowling, would I give them the Michael Holding team the edge? Mount Salem, the major part of it.
Holding Walsh and Patterson.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Because Marlon would be pretty decent. Chris Gayle wasn't a part of the Lambert team. Hardly play.
Never play a lot.
Yeah, never play a lot. So Wavell and Marlon did play sometimes. So. All right, so what would you know, Mr. Hoyt? Or is Miss B over there?
We're not reading no text from man, but if you have a card, we'll take it. Some text now? All right.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Good day. Walter Boyd is not much, if any, better than Leon Bailey is for Jamaica. Walter Boyd is not much, if any, better than Leon Bailey is for Jamaica. Boyd, end product for Jamaica was bang, average. Well, Flacco, me disagree. I think for Jamaica, just like I tell about Nikita Miller now. If me never say Leon Bailey are playing nowhere else but for the national team, and me never say Walter play nowhere else but for the national team, I the brother when you Walter me.
Me no see it either. Me agree with Flacco.
All right.
Me know the flashes, but me look behind the flash in the pan.
All right. 20 minutes with this silly reasoning. Orville and Zidane, please stick to the 5 minutes per callers. And stop going down the road by extending the down call with 15 minutes more grace. He need to think before he talk and stop talk before he think. I think this was for Baggio. I don't know name was called. So I couldn't say that. Ambrose and the Benjamins in the peak of their careers came here and was badly beaten up by Baggio. Nikita would have taken wickets in any era. Ambrose and the Benjamins in the peak of their careers came here and was badly beaten up by Baggio. And was badly beaten up.
Oh.
Baggio and Nikita would have taken wickets in any era.
Ambrose was badly beaten?
But what he did against Ambrose is what I'm doing against the batsmen in that era. That's what I'm talking about now.
You could have seen Ambrose take wicket, regional wicket at must say 20 apiece or something like that.
Probably less. Yeah. Anyway, good day all. Zidane. In the Club World Cup, Mexican club Monterrey drew with Inter Milan 1-1 at 39 years young. Oh, good day all. Zidane, you are not a skilled player. That's why you don't like Walter Boyd.
I don't like skilled players. I love skilled players, man. Messi, I'm a baller, man. And Zidane and these people.
All right. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Marlon Samuels was born in 1981, not 1982, and Jamaica won the inaugural Under-15 tournament led by Tamar Lambert in 95, not 96. I'm willing to bet about a 95 thing. I'm almost sure it's 96, but anyway. He subsequently played for the West Indies Under-15 in 96. Himself and a pacer called Kamal Dennis was the only two Jamaicans in the squad. Tamar Lambert and David Bernard Jr. blossomed late in the West Indies Under-15 tournament and barely missed out on West Indies Under-15 selection. And then somebody said Walter Boyd team actually won the third division, better at dismissing defenders than Leon Bailey. However, Leon Bailey had more facets to his game than Walter. All right. One more. Funny how World Athletics never had a problem with Mo Farah and other great Africans like Asin Mo from representing USA and England. But now they have a problem with other countries doing it. This is Garvey.
Well, remember, our World Athletics said you have to have a real connection, you know.
Yeah.
So it includes citizenship, you know, and residency, you know, Garvey. So who said they will have a problem?
All right. One more. Garvey is the epitome of wrong and strong. LeBron never said he was still chasing Jordan. He said they don't have a relationship right now because he's still playing, speaking to the competitive nature of Mike.
Exactly.
We take a break. We will go back.
Music.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock. Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you, and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stay.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, second selection brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color, and this one is by Kirk Franklin. It's called Hosanna.
Let me hear you make some Holy Ghost crazy noise right now. Let me hear. Come on, Zion, clap those hands with me. Come on, all God's people. Come on, Mike. Do them up like this, come on. Here we go.
The angels bow down at the thought of you. The darkness gives way to the light.
Come on.
The Christ that you have gives us life.
What's his name?
Hosanna forever, we worship you. Hosanna forever, we worship you. Say it again. The angels bow down at the thought of you. The darkness gives way to the light. The Christ that you have gives us life.
What's his name?
Hosanna forever, we worship.
Hosanna.
Hosanna forever.
Verse 2, come on.
For you are the church that my soul is for. The land that was slain for my sins. One, King of kings, heavenly.
What's his name?
We worship. Hosanna forever. We
Say one more
worship.
time. Say one, listen.
For you are the joy that my soul is for. The land that was slain for my sins. One, King of kings, heavenly. Hosanna forever. We worship. Hosanna forever.
Listen to this. Verse 3.
For your patience and kindness and favor and mercy, power and glory, because you are worthy. We can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. We can't sing without you. Hosanna, Hosanna.
All right, so that's Hosanna by Kirk Franklin. That's the second and final selection for the day. We are about to start the final hour now. How is you, Miss B?
Yeah, man. We'll go back online. Hello. All right. Yeah, man. Put up the individual.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Orville Higgins. How you doing, my brother?
My youth, how you do?
You good, Soprano? You all right, though?
Yes, man.
Let me tell you something, Orville Higgins. The last time when me did share my story on your show, you did ask me if we have places up here where people play basketball and football.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any of them places there up here. We don't have any tournaments or stadiums up here. We don't have nothing like them something there.
Hush my boss.
Town them place that them are youth. I just say Gummy is a country boy. But you know
remind me where again in St. Catherine the place name?
Garden Hill, St. Catherine.
Garden Hill.
Close to Point Hill.
Okay.
If you don't mind, you never go to that community.
None at all.
So my youth, you know what's interesting? Me excited for what's running next week.
For what?
Oh, the trial.
Running.
Oh, the trial. Yeah.
Repeat?
You mean the Jamaica trials?
Yeah. Running a start on the 26th of June and it ends on the 29th of June.
Yeah.
For the whole entire of next week, maybe watch it on TBJ.
Okay.
High school girls may cheer up for, whether it's Wolmer's girls or Hydel High.
Okay.
All right. Take care, my youth. If my team wins, we'll let you know.
Big up my youth. Respect.
All right.
One thing with my youth now stay long enough. Just I make him points and I him that. What we do now? We not do know what we do.
Oh, YouTube.
All right, let's hear what the YouTubers are saying. I will leave that, yeah. Beat and Teach said, win argument callers like Badger need to watch more sports and come with some new things to discuss. Badger trying too hard to win an argument that is old and stale. Man need to lift him levels. Michelle Freeman says, I get the impression he's trying to win caller of the year or get some stripes or something, but he sounds so childish. My Lord. D. Madre, I don't know why Badger always gets so long on the radio. 11 minutes and counting. And then Beat and Teach said, Michelle, you are onto something. Badger trying to be relevant, but his calls lack currency and substance.
Wow.
Him need to watch more sports and learn to analyze and discuss properly. And then somebody named Cricket Unmasked said it is unfathomable why Nikita Miller only played one test. I think it's the biggest crime ever committed by to any sportsman at the East Stratford.
Definitely.
500 odd wicket at 16 in an era when Western is worthless and only one game. I remember that one game was when the main man them strike.
So
and them
it wasn't even a real selection.
Not even a real selection. Yes, I want to win everything. Bramble Carla and everything. This is alarm me. That sound like Badger is alarm me. Badger says, I would have gotten more time if I wanted. I'm a big caller and big caller get enough time. Badger, you shouldn't say this, you know. I know me I realize that you need alarm me. Now we're going to have to be on regard. Carly B says, Nikita Miller's stats are flattered by the fact that the modern West Indies batsmen are extremely subpar by international standards. Now, no way am I going to deny that. Would Nikita Miller take 500 wickets at 16 apiece playing in the strong era? That was not going to happen. Would he still be a quality bowler? Yes, he would be. Carly B now says, don't water down the thing. Badger is a good caller. And most of the calls are, on that thing about Badger. Badger got dig up an article from so long. Him obsessed with Orville. Somebody named Cheap Thrill said that. No, but the article not saying different from me, I said no. It's just that him attach numbers to the thing, and Nikita Milanaga bowl down that the man there for the cheaper to him do it now. But as I keep telling people, a large part of what make quality sportsmen good is the quality of their mind. One of the reasons why person A is better than person B is how them apply their mind to the occasion. One of the reasons why Nikita Miller is special is how he applies his mind. I've seen him set up batsmen. You said Jason Mohammed, for example, who scored the most runs in a regional cricket this year. Jason Mohammed was like a bunny every single time Nikita see. When Nikita bowls again, the test bowlers, the test batsmen in the region. I have gone to Sabina Park. There is no 4-day game that has played at Sabina Park that I haven't watched for the last, you name it. When the test batsmen them come, people, nobody playing a shot. Them afraid of Nikita like post. People used to think, say, I swipe and get out to Nikita. I'm like, no. Them I get licked down, bowl down, licking at them foot. I try cut out bowl. The edge gonna slip. He found a way. Superior cricketing mind. And a superior cricketing mind in any era would be a superior cricket mind in any era. So he would be good. Would he be this good? No. All right, Miss B, we could leave it there. Yeah.
Lawson's Block Making and Hardware, your one-stop shop for quality blocks, sand, stone, steel, cement, tools, and all other building material. We prepare quotations for bank loans and NHT submissions. We have the best deals for hardware and contractors, and we rent heavy-duty equipment. Visit us at 2 Rockland Road, Anchovy, St. James, or call 876-912-3398 or WhatsApp 876-860-4203. Lawson's, the best price, best quality in blocks.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE Online Trading.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All righty then, welcome back. We'll go back online. Hello. All right, 615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968. That's 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard on any sporting topic of your choice, that is.
Yeah.
Why this man know everything in a man. Somebody had to know very well. I tell me say him know Matthew or my youth. You know somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Brother, you know everything. I mean on sports, you know somebody who knows something.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, man. And so he's saying something, and yeah, man, he told us that he had some challenges. So yeah, we understand. But we appreciate his calls nonetheless.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. All right, 615-2841. That's 615-2841. So, Virgin was said the lines is available now. So, if you take up the phone and dial 615-2841, you will be on to talk to us. Call through and let your voice be heard.
Yeah. All right, we go.
Hello. Yes, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Zidane.
Yes.
Well, I'm not even. Never touch your health, but I think I go back to a thing when it started. And, you see the difference of the crowd nowadays at the Premier League. You know, when I go do a little check on my own. Me, I think the Premier League match carry no more crowd now than before. Believe me.
None at all.
No, well, in the playoffs, Mount Pleasant make the difference.
Yes.
You know, all right. For example, final and semi-final, and against Portmore. And it carry one big crowd, and you have some neutrals, and Portmore have a handful. No, you have Mount Pleasant to carry crowd where nobody never see before. Maybe on it in the days, and they like the Waterhouse also.
Yes.
So me figure say, me sit down and me study it myself. And me figure say the last 5-6 years ago, not talk about say them man can make difference in a crowd pulling. Well, I figure say Mount Pleasant make the crowd difference. Somebody come to match them on it and don't know them playoffs.
Well, Mount Pleasant would have certainly increased their number of persons who attend the playoff game, because they have. So it would have come like if Waterhouse wasn't in the league.
Yeah.
When they come into the league, then because Waterhouse have a great following, then it would have increased the following of the Premier League. So yeah, there's no doubt that Mount Pleasant would have played their part in increasing the numbers at these big games, because they do have a large following. So we're not denying that.
Well, I did something today.
But overall, I think they have done an excellent job in getting the football lovers out in their numbers more than the 5 years prior to the last 5 years. I think so. That's what I've seen.
All right, we'll move on that.
Yeah.
I'm not skip over the one. I plan for it, but not skip over the one. What I think I go on in my club, I know, boss man.
That is on it.
Yeah.
Oh, me say them get a coach named Philip.
Yeah, man, the stats coach.
Yeah.
Stats coach.
Yeah, man. What name again?
Philip
Williams. I know Philip Williams.
Yeah. So Williams that.
Yeah, man. Yes, Philip Williams.
Williams that carry go line and he can't go.
No, man, it's a pretty nice coach, man.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you know say a coach when good. Even Xavier himself, but I don't know, winning coach then. You are more than just being an. You know, Xavier can get teams to play good football. But Xavier not like them. Vassar Reynolds, them Monday.
You'd prefer to have Vassar Reynolds?
Well, not at Arnett.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Example, a different type of coaches.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's give you an example of different type of coaches. No, I don't like Vassar.
So who are you thinking of in terms of the ones who are available?
Well, believe me.
As not a lot is out there.
For the last 2 days, I can't come up with that.
Yeah, not a lot is out there.
Not a lot.
Do you realize the problem?
Yes.
Not a lot. And then on it, they need some special, you know. Everybody can manage them on it and them Tivoli job.
Well, he was cool. Remember, he was the head coach of Tivoli for a couple of seasons. Well, you know.
Yeah, but Tivoli wasn't doing good.
No, what him can angle that sort of pressure that you know, off the field pressure.
Yeah. So lastly, the little concern when we have now. So you think so if Taylor going to move from Mobile to all right, obviously my move him son. Where him there? But you think that good
Taylor
son do?
Who's Taylor?
Fabian Taylor's son, the national under 17.
Oh.
Yeah, the JC baller.
So you, when I say
you're saying he has gone with
Mobile and him leave Mobile.
Him got hold on it. Fabian Taylor gone with the coach as well.
And them said the assistant coach gone.
No, it's not him. It's not him.
I know Fabian Meir.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Fabian Taylor.
I just say that think about concern about the little youth now, and I said then if him go Mobile and God forbid something all right and him to move in our next season, if I go move the youth again, and I said the youth I go move more.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so that when I know him then it's all a little better.
Yeah.
All right, my boss.
Yeah, all right, big up yourself.
All right, here's what we do. We line up Michael Caine for a few minutes enough. He come say, what exactly did he say? For Mr. P take him on. So we bring him on for 5 minutes right now. Michael Caine.
Good afternoon, Orville. Good afternoon, Zidane. Good afternoon, listeners.
Yeah, wonderful. Big up. Thanks for coming on, Mr. Caine.
Michael, first of all,
the pleasure's on mine.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
First of all, the caller them, well, at least 2 callers suggesting that you're coming. One of them Friday for half hour by yourself, just to take the race off. Call it. What you say?
Okay.
You normally,
That's a good invitation. I'll take that invitation.
Yeah, could come 3:30 since
you normally come here on a Friday anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe
Sure.
3:30 tomorrow you could come in.
Sure, certainly.
Yeah, man.
All right, come in the last half an hour tomorrow. So all of the turf fight them, we want cuss off. Well, maybe we should even better talk to you now then.
There you go. So
What is the topic? No, man, we can't talk, man. We have 5 minutes. What's the topic? What's the topic?
Yeah. What did you say regarding Atomica and Fun Candle?
Well, first of all, that was another platform, and let me say, the genesis of the point of the argument was that horses are highly unlikely to be voted horse of the year for 3 consecutive years. And I made reference to horse in St. Cecilia some time ago, who was voted horse of the year twice. And when it came on 3rd year for her to be voted horse of the year, she was outdone by a 2-year-old named Princess Popstar, and 2-year-olds are almost never voted horse of the year. Right? Princess Popstar beat Insane Bolt every time she raced. And Insane Bolt run second by 15 lengths, second by 20 lengths, and she was voted horse of the year over St. Cecilia, who had beaten Grade 1 stakes horses for several races and also had a 14-race record, which still stands up to today. So a 2-year-old to be voted horse of the year over St. Cecilia was mind-boggling to me. Now, the point I was making about Atomica and Fun Candon was the fact that she had beaten Fun Candon on multiple occasions. He had also beaten her on multiple occasions, but the most recent beating that she gave him was a 13-length beating in the Jamaica Cup, going 9.5 furlongs. Yes, he came back and won the Mute Mile, the richest race, and that was the deciding factor in him being voted horse of the year. So the point was, it is extremely difficult for a horse to be voted horse of the year on 3 consecutive occasions. That was the point I was making with reference to the current reigning horse of the year, of course, that's Fun Candon. Not taking away anything from him, but making a point that a horse just does not get voted horse of the year for 3 consecutive years. And I went even further to say, with a different scenario where Further Brown was voted horse of the year some time ago, the same year he was voted horse of the year, he was also voted champion steer. And a horse named Calculus won the Derby this year, beating Fun Candon. How could have beaten Further Brown rather? So how could have Further Brown been voted champion steer when Calculus beat Further Brown in the Derby? So the point I was getting around to is that the voting system
here's what I said, man. Just work with me. Just work with me as a man who understands the business. You know why you say not more than all, you know? Because tomorrow you're going to be here for half an hour, boss. Just work with me, no, man.
Okay.
Because if you go talk about all what you want to talk, you know. You may not have, you get me? So rather than 5 minutes, may I give you half an hour on the biggest sports show in the East Right country. You're going to have to buy me a drink when it's done still, because your name is gone even bigger than it is now. So we're going to push it. Michael Caine will be in studio with us tomorrow afternoon for the final half an hour. All the turf fights, all the questions, all the issues. See if, and even if you don't call before about a non-turf fight issue, you can call back and talk to Michael Caine tomorrow. Right, Michael?
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Big up yourself, Michael Caine.
All right.
Yeah,
so
man.
see them people.
3:30 tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, man. Wonderful.
So that means 3:30 now. Anything one want to talk. But, you know, all of the horse race people. Mark Watson, if you are listening, Shipping Port, Mr. P, Racing. What the other one did name, man? We did bring up the argument.
Oh, yes. I was talking to him earlier on, you know.
Where the inside info.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking.
Why?
Him take on everybody. QC too. He take on
QC. All I want to line up and call back. Michael Caine. All right, we still on. X Factor.
Yeah,
X Factor is the name.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Orville Higgins.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, my boss.
Is Biggs this?
Oh, you know so man.
Biggs
Long
Hamilton,
time
man.
I know Orville.
Yes, man.
You know if you know see me stirring up there. Sick man.
Yeah, you're sick out, boy.
Yeah, man. The eyes them a give me trouble, man.
Boy, sorry to hear, Biggs, man. Sorry to
Bleeding
hear.
and cataract and them thing. Big up to Zidane, too, man.
Big up my boss. Big up.
You know him see me when
Yeah, man, I saw you, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Remarkable human being you are, man.
But Orville are my world class guru, you know?
Yeah, man. I know.
And the man that will beat and teach in the cricket. Don't put yourself up against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Orville,
Uh-huh.
let us say something quickly. Nikita Miller, man.
Yes.
I know him take a lot of wickets for Jamaica.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But if you look at the biomechanic of Nikita Miller,
yes,
I could name some left-arm spinner. I don't know if you would see them like the Rafik Jomadine, Courtney Daly.
Yeah, I see a little bit of Courtney Daly.
Bruce Wellington, Bob Maraj. Look at their biomechanic, different from Nikita Miller.
Yeah.
You know the reason why Nikita Miller no get a lot of wickets, but you see like those bowlers that are named and the Bishop Singh Dedi, different component from Nikita Miller.
Yeah.
The swing of the arm. Study Nikita if you can run back the tape. It's like it took a lot of wickets, but it's like a round armish bowler. Look at the swing of the other bowlers then. The biomechanic coming
So the
from
question
the
is,
knee right down on the side arm.
Nikita took 538 wickets.
I know that Orville. I'm not disputing that.
Why was he so successful?
Huh?
Why was he so successful?
I heard you.
16 apiece, 538 wickets.
I heard you.
He must have been doing a lot of things right. Even in an era when the batsmen were not the best. But he dominated for so long in some serious ways. Hold on, Biggs. We're coming right. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Ranks, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Boost Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Barcelona have agreed personal terms with Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams, but there are still obstacles to overcome before the players get his wish to join the Catalan club. Spain international Williams, who has scored 31 times in 167 appearances for Bilbao, has attracted interest from Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and this summer. The 22-year-old had agreed terms over a 6-year deal that will see him link up with close friend and international teammate Lamine Yamal at the Camp Nou. Williams asked Yamal to help him get to Barcelona after a season in Bilbao where he helped them reach the Champions League and the Europa League semi-finals. Barcelona explored a deal for Liverpool winger Luis Diaz earlier on this summer, but were put off by Reds' 80 million pounds valuation of the Colombian international. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
Tracy, who you go keep on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can't get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Back online?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, you know that you're correct because he has everything to qualify him. That.
Yep.
You understand? He can bring a next bowler in contention to that to you. Versamy Permal.
Yes.
He took a whole lot of wicket too.
Yeah. I want to test it Versamy Permal, please.
I don't remember often, but Nikita only play one time for West Indies test match, but it's when they had that dispute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, there was something about him, man. People say him never spin the ball a lot.
All right.
For somebody, but you see,
I like that to your Orville. You know the cricket, you know.
Yeah, but
he don't spin the ball a lot.
But that is wicked. That is even the more reason why I'm rating him.
Yeah, man.
Because if he's not spinning the ball, and yet still bowling down people, then what was he doing to bowl down people?
All right, Orville.
It's like a man tell me, say, you remember?
You know what was Nikita's main weapon?
What?
The arm ball.
That was one of his weapons for sure.
Yeah, man, that was a deadly weapon that he have.
But for me, I don't really that me think his best weapon was sussing out a batsman and know where his weaknesses are.
It's true, man.
You will go down a regional cricket because why you
there's a batsman named Mohammed.
Jason.
I think he's afraid of Nikita Miller.
I mentioned it a while ago.
Yeah,
Jason used to trim like leaf, literally when him come. Jason we get all single for tech. And not taking if Nikita down the other end.
It's true, man.
No, I'm not tell you, man. I think
you know that Orville, I'm not holding that long. I just saying it. You know that I played against the Gregory Brown and those guys. I think St. Jago.
Yeah.
I played Sunlight Cup against those guys.
Yeah. Play against St. Jago.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Then I'll mark me and them, man. Me no bowl on the whole of them in Sunlight Cup, man.
That's how you play for which side?
Camperdown.
Oh.
Westpick Morgan was our coach.
By the time I met Biggs, people, Biggs can't tell you, so when people are telling us that Patches can't play cricket, Biggs, me give you a minute for that. 1 minute.
Patches, you remember the 100 that you made round
at DC, round at the catch. People, that match was something else.
I will. When the have some great time.
Oh God, man. When I tell people some was a serious cricketer. Them no know.
You make a share that you stand with you quickly.
Yes.
J.K. Walton Orville do everything to fight against me. He was the coach at that time.
The coach at Camperdown?
No, selector coach for Jamaica, youth cricket.
Oh.
Basil Williams was the Jamaica captain. And the man omit me out of trial. But I love the cricketer in days. I walk a bumper all man with my gears. And they did shot. They have a match. When the Sunlight Ledley came in. You remember that time?
Yes, man.
It was the inception. I'm going down a bumper all man. At 8 wicket, me take down the fifth spit, you know. You see when me look on television that night, black and white TV, you know. And my name is number one. Basil Williams said this a man bowl to you all away in a net man a sub in a park and him bowl down you all away so can't tell you nothing about big. So Greg Chappell me lick down in stump in a net in Orville.
Yeah.
A sub in a park in a sleepy body. Dressing room attendant show ball at that time man.
Yeah man. That's how you man.
Me have seen you Orville play all pack cricket together.
Yes.
Me know you're good.
Yes man.
Can bat and can keep wicket.
Yes.
And you know the sport.
Yes, man.
Tell them don't test you.
Yes, man.
All right.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless up,
Have a
Biggs.
blessed day. And big up Zidane.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
big up
man.
yourself, man.
All right.
Yeah.
People, yesterday, I think the one, yesterday match that we big that around at the Carteret College, we were playing a team named Mandeville Club. Then time in the college at Mandeville, you know, and I was a professional cricketer, you know, I buy a watermelon catch me, you know. A brother named Raymond Barnes used to come over the college and see me play cricket and say, no man, we want you to come play for that side. And every Friday, he might carry melon and pack a little bag of grocery and thing. And you know, said that when you're at college, that coming like goal. So I started playing for Raymond side from with that Division 2. We didn't even have the Division 1 in Manchester. Eventually, me helped carry him to Division 1. Mandeville Club had one of the top pace bowlers in Mandeville at the time. Something at the West. About 3 times he get looking at the hill, man. As him pitch up him gone, man. Proper 100 them days. We could have played cricket, man. And we understand the game, because Raymond I go on like I'm my captain. I feel him side and I'm basically fund the cricket name all time at the time. But in terms of understanding the game, man, I used to be that. If we don't know nothing else, we know cricket. We can't tell you that. And we could have played. So the same Biggs, yeah, left arm spinner was big. Not very mobile on the field, but when we want to end for lock, Biggs about 20 over straight, man, 3 for 12 and all of them something. Anyway, let's go back online.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hello. All right.
All right, we'll try another line. 615-2841-876. 615-2841. Hello. Rumble.
Well, I go on disciple, number 1.
Yeah, man, the line is bad, man. You want to hang up and try and...
Yeah, the line is on bad.
No, man, hang up and call back. Hang up and call. Call 615-2841. 615-2841. Hang up and call that one. That's the more consistent of the two lines. Yeah, 615-2841. So we'll give him a chance. Oh, it's another horse racing man that, you know, so he can also call tomorrow and engage Michael Kane. Remember, 3:30 to... And also the young man, because remember the young man say, is it... When name again, Asta? Kimani. Kimani says the intern is horse racing and is it first me a youngster we follow sports, say horse racing and favorite sport, you know. But me say no the basketball too. All right, Mama B is back with us. All right, hello.
Mama B is here. Ketan and Bass is here.
Yeah, Ketan and Bass.
Yeah, man.
But you know, me can't forgive you for this one, you know.
Which one?
Me you call out some racing giant, man, and you know, you leave out on goodness gracious, Orville.
Right, man.
I don't think then if somebody when I hear some spinners were even after Nikita Miller. I'm not saying that these were not good enough. Some Silliman, Ben, and so call the names of so many. Why didn't Nikita Miller get a few more test matches?
538 wickets at 16.3 apiece.
Why?
And played one test match in a West Indies team that was very average and ordinary.
I wonder if you
Kamal
get a man
played
like
9 Suleiman Ben play about 30 years. These are the two man when Nikita out ball every year, you know. Left arm spinner just like him, you know.
How many Shillingford played?
Shelley was at least Shelley was right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but I'm saying three men are playing at the regional tournament. Then do exactly the same thing. Left arm spin, left arm after that finger. One man take 500 wicket at 16. Granted, the other two were doing similar things, you know, but none of them were as deadly as Nikita. And them are playing.
And yes, Nikita Miller couldn't get a play, Harvey.
One at a time, I know you heard about it already.
I think Jamaica should have protested.
Mr. This one of the selectors.
Yeah, we should have taken up some placard. And
no, man, it is the biggest injustice in the history of
much
all
wrong,
sports.
man. If I even give them a try, no, man.
The one game of them call it is because the team strike. And they had no choice now.
Why? This one and no sound right. The more Harvey, you better leave that subject.
No,
the
man,
more you talk about this thing.
It was a disgrace.
It was very disgraceful, you know, Harvey. I no wonder why West Indies cricket is in the dilemma where
the selectors in those era, my own.
Selectors,
I got dead and got hell for what they
do. I tell you, man. And a lot of players get a raw deal at the hands of these.
No, nobody never get more raw deal than it.
But anyway, moving on, Orville.
Yeah.
Delroy Morgan now, 27 average.
Yeah.
That no sound special, man. But how is it that he was looked upon so highly? I mean, and yet still that no sound.
Let me tell you what happened.
27 sound mediocre, man.
All right, hang up. Don't hang up. We're coming back.
Up, man. We are going to hold the line.
Yeah.
Hold the line.
Right after the break. Yeah.
Number one disciple.
All right.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Something good.
Hey, join me, Jermaine Morgan, popular known as Brother Frisco, on Omega Radio Thursdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. through to 9 inside the Praise the Lord show, and Saturdays and Sunday morning from 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio show. Tune in and be blessed. You can't afford to miss this show with Brother Frisco on your radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, my boss. Back with you,
Mohammed.
Yes, man.
Yeah, well, I was.
No, you were talking Delroy Morgan, that 27 average. Man.
Let me tell you what happened. Delroy Morgan started playing for Jamaica at a very young age. He was just out of school. So when he just started, him struggled a little bit. But he had 2 years when him was the man. One of those years, he scored 2 centuries plus a 99. So when people tell him that Delroy could have made the West Indies team, they are talking about what he did over 1, 2 or 3 year period.
Okay.
So he was very special over 2 or 3 years. But in the other years, he didn't do all that well.
Okay.
You get me?
I understand with Delroy Morgan. He was a very good player. I remember.
No, man, at the top of his game, I saw him. So when he's going well, and he went well for a couple of seasons, he was not a normal player. But he wasn't consistent. So there would be other seasons where him didn't do as well. You get me?
Yeah, man, I get you, man.
So while his average remained at 27, he would have had seasons
right
when he did maybe when his average would probably be close to twice that.
So Orville, what I get from Michael, even though tomorrow he will be coming on, is that a horse does not get a third.
No, me no want to ask who Michael does. Yeah. Call him.
What I'm saying, it is so like the American presidency. No, he's only 2 term.
after 2 terms is a new president.
Call tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me have to go call Michael tomorrow.
Good,
face to face with the cat and nine, you know?
Yes.
All right, big up on
All
us,
right,
sir.
cool, cat and I.
Yeah, man.
last race, man. Last half an hour tomorrow.
Yeah.
Phone the time that it might.
Yeah, and if you call earlier, you still can call Michael came back in the last half an hour.
Right.
So you're not subject to one call if you want to talk something else before. 615-2841, that's 615-2841 or 676-6968. Call through. Those are the numbers, my boss. But I think the better number of the two to try and get us on is 615-2841. That's 876-615-2841. So the person was asking what the number is. That's the number.
All right, we go back online. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
This is Ace. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Ace. Long time.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying, but the work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so my thing, basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, another crazy season in the NBA. I mean, originally I thought it would be the first time somebody defend a title, but it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, we come with 2 brand new finalists.
Yes.
So, but definitely, OKC. What is not if OKC is going to win it is what they're going to do next season. I really want to see what happens.
Yeah, because they are so young, so good, but so young.
And the current structure of the NBA, once you reach a certain level, the market, how they structure the market, it's hard to really maintain your team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why one of the swings that always happen, why there's a new champion almost every season, because then there's also a lot of business happening in February before the All-Star game and then after the All-Star game. So although they're struggling to have the All-Star game what it is, the basketball itself is refreshing. I mean, I don't know if globalization also will help the sport in a big way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There are more people now watch basketball from outside America now than before.
I have a question for Orville. Orville, the gentleman that you had brought on to discuss some basketball. What's his name again?
Rowan Robinson.
Rohan what?
Robinson.
Robinson. Okay, all right. He had a lot of interesting thing, and he made me aware of how many. I wasn't aware of so many persons in the NBA that had Jamaican roots.
Yeah.
I was very interested to know. But
yes, that's an interesting point because I see some of them confirming pretty much that they can represent Jamaica.
I not even know that the Amen brothers had Jamaican.
Yeah, man. Yes.
That was good to.
We already knew about Whisper's uncle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
yeah, that's Nick Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can have a little team that can compete.
Yeah, man. But with that aspect, I know that Jamaican, to me, I always think of Jamaican have a wealth. Because to me, the reason why we're good in things like track and field and sprint, I think genetically we produce athletes. We produce people that have the athletical ability to do well in certain sports.
You think we produce more athletically inclined people than Barbados or Antigua?
I believe so.
But I mean, I don't have the evidence.
No. Let me tell you something.
You mean physical? What you call it? Physical advantages.
Physical advantages, and not like you see. To me, being a Jamaican is not normal,
You would think the Jamaican babies born in a Jubilee were predisposed to sprinting more than the baby them born in a Bridgetown, Barbados.
As it sounds, Orville, it is. This is something I don't hear discussed much on the sports desk.
Yeah.
But genetics and genetical makeup and genetical DNA ancestry from all the way to Africa is a big thing as regards to Jamaican, as regards to the whole.
I don't think that's why we do so well in sprinting, but that's just me.
Yeah, man. It's just the genetic makeup of Jamaicans is different from other regions.
What about us that is different from the Barbadians? Are the youth them don't have
It have a historian will tell you, because I'm big on history. A historian will tell you a lot of it has to do with the slaves that they had to offload in Jamaica, right?
Oh.
And what we
so why we not do well in the 800 meters?
No, man, I'm going to tell you more, because you see, for every aspect of sport, there's a different level of discipline. You see, when it comes to sprint, all you need is the raw physical attribute. You see, to develop other aspects and other skill set, you need more than the physical attribute. And that's where Jamaica is hard for Jamaican to exceed in other aspects of sports.
Me hear the slave argument, me hear the slave theory, that we get the strongest and the baddest slave. But but me I say we don't fling with the shot put further than nobody else. And we strong more than them, you know.
Because
we don't fling the javelin further than nobody else.
You know, listen to my reasoning, you know.
Yeah.
See the physical aspect, you see to sprint.
Yeah.
As a sports person, as a person who studies sports, you see the sprint is one of the easiest or the most simplest and basic form of athletic attribute. Sprinting. Almost in every sport, somebody has to sprint, right?
Yeah.
But you see, to develop other skill set, you need layers and layers of
you think whatever those skill sets are, come down and we baby them down at KPH.
No,
down at Jubilee.
No. So what I'm saying, we can do the running, but in order for us to be better.
No, man, I'm asking about the running. Whatever this fast twitch are, you believe that they are more fast twitch babies down at KPH than they are in a Bridgetown. Somebody have to do that research. Say, me not understand that half of the top of me, you know.
Yeah, well, I think the research is already done historically,
No. We look at the results and then see a fast twitch and genetics. Me don't know my boss. Me honestly don't know that. I don't know that a Jamaican baby was born more genetically predisposed to run fast than the youth them down a Barbados. Me don't know. What I know is that there's a different passion for sprinting in a Jamaica than a Barbados.
No, well, my argument is not basically on this passion aspect of it. I just want to highlight
the genetics of it,
our physical genetics structure and lineage and wealth in that, right?
You will have to get me the work that.
Yeah, man, I can discuss it more at another time, but I just want to identify that first and foremost, right?
Yeah.
And I believe if we have different structures to do more development of these particular attributes, because we already have the physical, but we don't have the structures in place to invest in other skill set. I mean, the first time I did call, remember Zidane did say we're supposed to start teaching sports from the primary level.
Yeah, man, I remember.
The whole acknowledge sports as a career from an earlier time.
Yes.
Yeah, so we even need to go further of having like a high school, not only a college devoted to sports, but high school. Because I think one of the biggest things for us in sports, for me personally, is the intellectual aspect of sports. We have a lot of physical attributes, but we don't build the mind, the IQ, the intelligence of a sports person. Right? Because when I was in school, most of the top athletes, performing athletes, did well on the field and in the school and in them schoolwork, you know. You remember a person named Sekou Clark?
Yes.
He was an excellent academic person.
You give away which school you used to attend, you know.
Omega Center Jamaica